Daisy. Good morning, Nay.
Good morning, Doc.
Dings are coming in.
Dings make us sings. The dings that make us sings. Yes, we like the dings that make us sings. Okay. There we go. Great. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. And you know what makes me smile? Brand new glass. So that's what we got. This says, I don't even know what it says on it. It says Cloud X.
Sparks 420.
Cali Cloud.
Good morning.
Looks like Cali Clouds with a Z or an X. I don't know. Cali Clouds with a Z.
Clean.
You like it? Look, it's got
Hollandaise.
this grip on it.
Wow.
Fucking badass grip.
That's cool looking.
You guys like it? This is one of the ones I got. Pretty cheap, but, you know, it looked good. I like the way it looked. It was one of the nicest looking pieces in the store I went to. Now I need to put more water in this. I just realized that. Yeah, it needs more water. Huh. I'll take some out of this bong. I wonder if I could do that.
Hollandaise. I like the bowl piece.
Let me see if it... Thank you. Let me see if it works better now. See, I like to kind of tilt back sometimes.
Sean,
you know,
a.k.a.
I'm not always like...
Trendiorca.
I don't want to smoke like this.
What a cool looking piece, Nay.
So this is going to need more water. And this is going to need more water. What I'll do is I'll put water in this one. And then I'll fill them both up with this one, like a carafe. Little Bijou, why you such a good boy? Oh, I should have got a clip. I should have got clips for these. I forgot about that. I could order some on the internet. Some bowl clips. Anyway, now I'm just going to pour a little bit more water into this one. So I want it to be able to be tilted and work.
Sparks 420. Nice glass, man.
Thanks, bro. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you. It's very cheaply made, very inexpensive, but fun. You know, glass is fun. And that's the thing. I've never been a name brand glass guy. Now, imagine if that piece that broke yesterday was a mothership. You know, I was some kind of trendy collector of bong glass. And that thing was worth $5,000. And this fucking thing falls over and breaks it on yesterday's show.
On a.k.a. Trendiorca.
And
totally eat look about it. Very cool piece.
I'm out $5,000. Well, you know what
Dave
that lifted
Campione.
gifted cost me?
Me neither. If it looks nice, I'll try it.
Do you know why it was called the gifted? Because it was given to me for free. They gave it to me. So I didn't lose any money when that thing broke. Now, if you went out and you paid $100 for something and it broke, well, you're going to be sad. But you'd be way sadder if it was $5,000. That's why, and glass breaks, because you're getting high while you're using glass. And, you know, you reach over, you forget, you knock things over, they break. I've learned that for me, personally, because I'm a klutz, I'm a clumsy guy, cheap glass is my favorite.
Trendiorca.
I look for good-looking cheap glass.
Was it the Creek Bong?
No, man. Creek Bong's right here. Creek Bong's right here. No, I said it was the gifted lifted. It was free. Well, this one was free too. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that when I break glass, all I have to do is go out and buy another piece of cheap glass. For me, you know, $100 is nothing. And for you, $25, $30 might be nothing. And if you're getting a bong for $25, $30 and you break it, you go and buy it. You know, you can ruin your whole year if you break a good piece of glass. Every time you think about it, you know, you go to pull it off the shelf and it's gone. It hurts your heart. You know, it's like me not having children. You know, I don't have kids, so I don't have to worry about losing them. I don't have expensive glass, don't have to worry about shattering it all over my table on a podcast. You know, cheap glass, yeah, it's fun.
JC Willie.
It was free. I didn't lose
Good
anything.
morning.
And I gained
Campione.
2 more friends. When I lost my friend
How
last
much
night,
were the rowers back in the day?
the roars were expensive. You know, we were paying
Doc
$300-400
Hollandaise.
for those things.
I love the story of the creek
Even
bomb.
more. Some people were paying $1,000 plus for a roar, depending on if it was a real roar or not. You know? Anyway. Let's put some fresh cannabis in this one. I'm just looking forward to trying it out. And I think I have enough water in it so it'll work sideways like this. But you can see it works really good when it's up and down.
Hollandaise. Wow.
And
So
then
expensive, man.
this one. You guys haven't
Yeah,
seen
I
me
would
this
be
one
sad all year.
yet. Yeah, you'd be sad. Look at that. You know why I got this bong. Obviously. That was what it was. I was like, dude, let me see the one with the bulldog on it. Oh my God. What's that? That's what I want. I was like, let me have that one, man. My dog's going to love that.
GT Dornan 2241. Hi, we in post-USSR territory used to make a bong from a plastic bottle and a pen.
Yeah, man. You know, Sergeant Dornan 2241,
aka
welcome to my
Trendiorca.
show.
Extra special, nice
Nice
new
to
glass.
meet you. Used to make bongs out of anything I could find. Anything. You know, I love watching Sound Drones videos where he just makes bongs out of everything. He's like, we can make a bong out of this, we can make a bong. I'll sell you the things
Roggy
you need to make
bong.
that into a bong. It's great.
Hoot and howl.
Great idea.
Morning nay. The all plastic bottle and socket LOL.
Right? And socket, right? Oh, just a socket. Just a socket is all you need to get high. Put your
Rock
cannabis
all
in
day.
one side, light
Good
it.
morning.
Oh, I use that all the time when I'm down at the Springs. Just a socket. Anyhow, let's get some Gorilla Glue going here.
Sean aka
I'm
Trendiorca.
really excited to use this.
Love Sound Drones builds too.
Yeah, he's great. I love that he calls them builds.
Brop all day. Don't take the 10 millimeters though.
I like 14s. 14's my favorite. All right. We'll see. Ooh, that was sticky. Good.
Hoot and howl. LOL.
You guys would not like it if I told you where I bought this glass at. You would not be happy with me. But I am literally that lazy. Okay, here we go. Okay. Great. Let's see how this thing looks with some smoke through it. Really excited to give it a run here. You guys ready? I'll turn it sideways here so you can see the whole thing. We want it like this.
Hoot and howl.
Yeah, like that, I think.
Did you DoorDash a bong? Doc Hollandaise.
No,
LOL.
I didn't DoorDash a bong.
My dad's sockets went mysteriously
I have to
missing.
hand-pick my own glass out.
Aussie Oracle. Howdy, folks.
Aussie Oracle! What's up, buddy? I'm so glad you're here, man. Aussie
Doc
Oracle on
Hollandaise.
Twitter. Everybody should be following him.
Ready.
All right, no law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody.
Doc Hollandaise. In with you.
You know what I love about this? You don't have to worry about the down step coming up because it's a
Doc
it's a
Hollandaise.
built-in.
Cheers.
That's nice.
Casper. Nice new glass.
Hey, Jiminy.
Doc
Nice bong,
Hollandaise.
man.
Very, very nice.
Thank you, bro.
I had one like that too with the built-in down stem. I love those. 'Cause you don't have to, like, say, pull them out.
Exactly.
Rock
Oh, wow.
all
This
day.
bong gets me higher than the other one
Lots for
does.
splish too.
Yeah. Oh, you got a beaker too.
Dude, look what's on the beaker.
Can't see from here.
Edwin Sparks 420. LOL.
Oh, cool. Oh, nice. It's got the pit bull on it. Fucking hey.
Edwin Sparks
These-
420.
Had to have it.
Awesome.
Had to have it.
Glass.
Had to have it.
You have to.
And you know what?
Yeah, that
It's
looks-
not a sticker. I figured it was going to be a sticker on there. It's fucking, it's in there. Yeah, it's good.
It's actually on there. Yeah, like paint. Yeah.
They glassed over it.
Yeah. Not paint, yeah. Nice. Fucking hey.
Holy shit.
Now you're gonna start being able to take some proper rips now again, real rips, because that other one was good, but it was,
No, this one just killed me. I couldn't believe how, I was like, dude, that's good. I was like, the bowl that came with this, the urethra hole's too small. He was like,
Yeah.
well, I've got other bowls over it. Dude, I look like Kevin McCarthy. It's really bothering me. I do look like Kevin McCarthy. It fucking bothers me, dude. I hate that guy. Just tell me I'm better looking than him and and that I don't look like anything like Kevin McCarthy. That'll make me. That's what my chat's job is today, is to tell me I do not look like Kevin McCarthy. Speaker of the House. I do not want to look like the Speaker of the House. God, why?
I can go look up his picture. I don't even know who you're talking about.
Dude, just look at my hair. Look at my hair. The spiky hair. It's like, he doesn't have curls or anything, but he's got that spiky shit because he just cut his hair short, and it just kind of.
Oh my God! Yeah, well,
It's the hair.
it's not,
It's not the face, is it?
Doc
no, not the
Hollandaisy.
face at all. No.
Good.
You look like
The
Nay.
hair, yeah.
Brop all day.
This is a silver.
Quitting the blunts. Bought papers instead today.
Dude! Are you kidding me? Bro! Brap, you have no idea what that means for me, man. You're not going to smoke tobacco anymore. Bro,
Welcome.
that is the way to do it, man. No more tobacco in your lungs. Listen, I'm having lung problems, man. Listen, guys, I'm having lung problems. The last month, I got sick, and I'm still coughing like I've never coughed before. It's bad. It's taken a long time to get over this cold. So I don't use tobacco. Imagine if I used tobacco on top of all the cannabis smoking that I'm doing, right? Imagine how
SGT
sick I would
Dornan,
be.
2241.
You do not need this in your
You
lives,
look
guys.
better than Kevin Courtney.
Thank you, Sergeant
Hollandaisy.
Dornan, 2241. Thank you.
Day 5, no cigarettes for me, Nay.
Doc, man! Dude, if I can inspire you guys to not use tobacco, then that's my legacy, bro. Then that is worth something. That's really saving lives on a massive scale.
Brop all day. Gonna be 30 this year. Been smoking them way too long.
Yeah, bro, I was in my mid-30s when I decided to quit smoking cigarettes. I was like 35. And I was like, what am I fucking doing? I'm smarter than this. I'm a smart guy. I know what this is going to do. And I don't need it. And oh boy.
Doc
The
Hollandaisy.
greatest thing I ever did.
You really did inspire me, brother.
Good.
Thank you.
Listen, it's not easy. You're going to gain some weight. And what you need to do is smoke a lot of cannabis. Anytime. Get rid of those cigarettes.
Doc Hollandaisy.
Get them out of your house.
I'm
You're
35.
35?
LOL.
Get those damn things out of your life. And most importantly, don't spend as much time around people that smoke cigarettes because it's really enticing. It's easy just to bum one off your friend. Hey, man, can I get one of those? You're just like, you're right back in. You're right back in. So, I learned my lesson with addiction, bro. You never
Edwin Sparks.
get a
420.
reset on addiction.
I stopped at 30.
You stopped at 30? Good. Yeah. Addiction doesn't give you a reset, bro, ever. You take up from wherever you left off with addiction. So remember that, and don't ever go back for that first cigarette.
Brop all day. I really don't want to smoke paper either. I
Well,
need a good bubbler.
Listen, in all seriousness, man, if you only snort half a line of Super Male Vitality in the morning, you can literally avoid addiction. Now, I go back 4 excruciating seconds later, I know.
Edwin Sparks.
And I go ahead and I
420.
snort that second line of ultra potent super
LOL.
male vitality in the morning, and
Doc
at that
Holland
moment,
Daisy.
I know
And your lungs
I am
can get
in my
better
attic. I am right there with the shape-shifting aliens,
Brock
the
all day.
reptilian, thought-raping aliens. They're literally just sucking the thoughts out of your brains. I'm right there with them, interdimensionally traveling, with the time traveling, with the shape-shifting. I can't even remember what I call them. Those damn reptilian shape-shifting aliens. Interdimensional, that's it. We're moving interdimensionally. Through dimensions. Multiple dimensions.
Multiple lines.
Multiple. I will give you multiple dimensions with my super male vitality. Only half of a line of ultra potent. Super ultra potency. I'm not even making sense. I got high. Bro, I want to smoke another bong rip because I got high. Now I want to smoke another one. Damn. I got that happy shit going on. It's that Gorilla Glue. Well, you know what? Fun times for all. Let's go ahead and let's put some cherry pie shake in the Pitbull bong. We haven't smoked out that one yet. What? Dude, I could get used to I could get used to seeing that on my show all the time. Dude, I swear I look like Kevin McCarthy. Fuck that guy. God damn it!
Get a shirt. I'm not.
Dude, Republicans are gonna love me. They're gonna come in here and I trust that guy. He looks like the Speaker of the House. The guy who said the election was a fraud. The election was stolen. He must be an election fraud guy. Oh God.
You can use that to your advantage, actually.
Bro, I am gonna use it to my advantage.
Yeah, just.
You know, and it's just too bad that Kevin McCarthy really, when he speaks, he doesn't really sound like anything. It's not like he's got an easy voice to impersonate. What's up, Billy?
Yeah, it's kind of like, well, yeah.
What happened with Rudolph? Bro, it turns out it's a series, and they're not gonna blow the whole nut in one shot. So we have to wait next Sunday for another episode, and then next Sunday another. I don't know how long they're gonna drag it out for. I want to get to the Trump years, bro. I want to see Rudy Giuliani snorting huge lines of orange Trump dust. That's what I want to see. I want to see it.
Honestly, I learned a lot about him, though. I did not know about that.
I know. Me too. But I want to see Rudy Giuliani corrupt himself. I want to see power, what power does to a person that, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and also I want you to see that he was inherently evil from the beginning. He was always a bad person. He was never a good guy. When you watch that, you realize that. Did you guys catch what they called him? They said that he was Donald Trump before Donald Trump was Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And I got such a kick out of that line specifically. I said, that was well said. I said, because it really explains to everybody why he fit so well with Trump, because Trump was emulating him.
Yeah, not the other way around.
Scary. They fed off each other. And a lot of those people realize that are talking about that. But I really want to see him snorting huge lines of orange frosty Trump ball dust. And then see, so I can show my audience, this is what greed and politics do to people. This is what it does. And then we watch his brain literally just melt out of his skull like Fifth Element, you know?
The police officer riot, though, that I couldn't believe that. Could you imagine that today? Police officers rioting? Like,
No, bro. No.
Oh, that wouldn't fly. Like,
No.
holy
And I
shit.
tell you what else. Not a single one of those cunts would ever have a job after that day if I was the mayor of New York. I'd make sure of it. Every single one of those fuckers had never worked as a police officer in this country ever again.
Yeah, fucking right. I couldn't believe.
Yeah,
it.
you're supposed to fucking be the people of law and order, and you're out there talking, using the N-word, and you're supposed to be protecting all of us, and you guys are out there yelling the N-word and your protests. What are you doing, man? What is wrong with you? I mean, don't say the quiet part out loud because it's so disgusting. We already know. We don't need you to rub it in our faces. Don't say the quiet part out loud. Really. We know that you're a bunch of racists. Look, we all listen to Rage Against the Machine. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. That means that cops are the guys that use the N-word. And they do it when they don't think you're looking, and they do it when you are looking. So
that was crazy.
It's and Donald Trump loves them. Loves the police, loves our boys in blue, loves the Leos, the law enforcement officers. He thinks they're all dandy and beautiful and perfect. You know what's funny? You know how in the NFL, and you know how, Jimmy, and in my country we have the National Football League here, right?
Yep.
Right.
Oh,
You know how there's a high instance of domestic abuse among NFL players, right? You're familiar with that?
Yeah.
Guess who has a higher level of domestic abuse? The police. Higher than the NFL. Yeah, police.
I knew about the NFL thing. I didn't know about the police.
And you know what? Domestic abuse is the number one leading red flag of someone that's going to become a serial killer or a mass murderer or shooter. Basically, they're a domestic abuser first. They brutalize their family, then they go out there and they brutalize other people. So,
yeah, because
but wait, let me finish the thought. So, police and Trump and all these people, they don't want you to discuss the fact that that domestic abuse is a problem because it's so rampant among them. So they don't want to talk about that as a problem. They want to say, oh, it's mental illness that's causing all these mass shooters. Oh, it's mental illness. It's mental illness. I'll defer with the guy on the whole gun thing because it goes there too, but I'm not even going to go there because him and I are going to totally disagree on that. But I was watching Cody Johnston this morning. He was talking about that, and it's really good. He's got a great joke, and it's fucking hilarious. And I think you guys should at least watch the first few seconds of this. But go ahead, Jiminy. I'm sorry to cut you off for so long.
Oh, I can't remember what my point was. I can't remember what I was saying.
Dude, there's a new commercial from Progressive. It's got Jimmy and that woman. I forgot her name, but she always does all these different characters for Progressive. She's fucking hilarious. And they're putting their hands on each other's shoulder, and then the camera moves back and somebody else says something. And then there's a dentist, and he puts his hand on her shoulder, and he's like, remember to brush your teeth because you can avoid cavities that way. And then somebody puts a hand on the dentist's shoulder, and it's Jimmy again. And Jimmy was in the front of the line. And Jimmy comes up, and they're like, Jimmy, what are you doing back there? He's like, I had another thought, so I got back in line, but I forgot what it was. It's a great commercial. Dun, 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 bun. That
bong's gonna rip, man.
Signs of dementia.
I love that song.
Hello, this is Some More News, a show. I'm Cody Johnson. Is that a T? It's weird. Sorry, I'm Cody Johnston. That doesn't seem right, but okay.
Wasn't that great? Dude, it's like one of the funniest jokes. He always comes up with these hilarious jokes. That one was so funny. Did you catch it?
No, I didn't.
Right? It's because he throws it at you so fast. Okay, watch this joke again.
Hello, this is Some More News, a show. I'm Cody Johnson. Is that a T? It's weird. Sorry, I'm Cody Johnston. That doesn't seem right, but okay.
It's like he doesn't know his own name, bro. He's like, I'm Cody. It's like he's reading. He's like Cody Johnson. He's like he's reading it. And he's like he read it wrong. He's like, wait, is that a T? He's like, I'm Cody Johnston. That doesn't seem right.
He never read his own name.
And he goes, that doesn't seem right. It's his own name.
Back to what he's doing, like it's nothing.
Dude, it's just such a funny joke because he's always been Cody Johnston. All right. Anyway, he goes over all the points that I just brought up, but I did it way quicker. Cheers! This is the new Pitbull.
Hello,
bong.
this is Some More News.
This will be
a
fun.
show.
Cheers.
I'm Cody Johnson.
Cheers, Jiminy. Cheers,
Is that a T?
Francesco, Doc Hollandaise,
Weird.
Sergeant
Sorry,
Dornan,
I'm
Brad,
Cody Johnson.
Hoot and Howl.
That doesn't seem right.
And the
but
Rumble.
Okay. And here's some news. Mental illness and how it's coming for you and your family, especially your pets.
But this is also a mental illness problem. If you look at both of these cases, this is mental illness. These are really people that are very, very seriously mentally ill.
We know what does prevent crime, which is going after felons and fugitives and those with serious mental illness?
It seems to me there are two broad categories that underscore the problem: mental illness and school safety.
We have we have a problem with mental health illness in this community.
Terrifying stuff. So, mental illness is the cause of all violence in our very normal and healthy society, where we have healthy things like U.S. senators taking adorable family Christmas photos with guns. Spoilers, though, this isn't an episode about guns.
It's good.
This isn't really an episode about mass shootings either. I mean, we just did that, and it was a wicked drag, bro! No, this is an episode about mental health, specifically mental illness, and what it is exactly. And also, when the media and politicians choose to talk about it versus when it's largely ignored. More specifically, how the only time politicians and corporate media stop to wonder what we're doing to address mental illness is in the wake of some shocking violence, whether it's a mass shooting or some other kind of mass shooting. And that's, bad. By always having this discussion of mental illness when a mass shooting happens, what we're doing is conflating mental illness with someone who does something evil. And for the sake of dispelling this stigma, let's start there. No foreplay. We are getting elbow deep in the question. Are all evil acts a result of a mental illness? Well, let's find out on Cody's Wacky World of Atrocities. It's no fun graphics for that one. I specifically asked for fun graphics for that, like Hitler doing a cartwheel or something. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, there are all sorts of violent, evil acts that happen in modern U.S. society that we don't attribute to mental illness. Like, say some guy whose name rhymes with Morge Bush, or maybe George Mush, lied and got us into a war in the Middle East that killed hundreds of thousands of civilians. And then that guy jokes about not being able to find the WMDs he knew weren't there because, again, he lied about it. And then years later, he makes a cute little Freudian slip about his own crimes and laughs about it.
The decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Ukraine. Iraq, too. Anyway.
Is that guy mentally ill to glibly admit to and joke about your own war crimes? Or what about our current president, whose sanctions against Afghanistan may end up killing even more civilians through poverty and starvation? Is this a sign of mental illness? Is everyone in Congress who supports these mass death sanctions also mentally ill? What about oil CEOs who have been knowingly destroying the planet for profit with a massive and unknowable death toll of not just humans, but every species of living organism? Or fun stuff like the CIA learning from Nazis how to torture people and then doing said torture for decades, despite torture generally being a very flawed method of extracting information. Are all of these powerful people mentally ill? Some people may say, yes, they are, either as a joke or under some assumption that only someone with big quotes, something wrong with their brain, could be capable of evil. But that's not really true, and it's actually a dangerous way of thinking. All of those state-sanctioned war criminals, torturers, and planet destroyers may lack empathy. Maybe you could describe them as psychopaths, but that's not what it means to have a mental illness or mental health issue. My writer for this episode wants me to say that her OCD might make her quadruple check to make sure the stove is turned off, but that's a far cry from being a war criminal. Although it kind of sounds like she might be setting up an alibi. Also, she wanted me to say, Cody loves pee-pee and poo-poo. No, I do not love pee-pee and poo-poo. I don't even like pee-pee and poo-poo. Yes, sure, I respect pee-pee and poo-poo, but that's different from liking pee-pee and poo-poo. So, what is a mental illness or a mental health disorder? That's not as straightforward a question to ask, because it's like asking what it means to have a physical illness. Someone with a broken leg and someone with cystic fibrosis have very different problems and very different treatments. There's a wide range of mental health issues, such as anxiety, depression, OCD, schizophrenia, seasonal affective disorder, dissociative disorders, eating disorders, feeling disorder, thought tremors, panic disorder, phobias, postpartum depression, or PTSD. And that's just a fraction of all of the diverse mental health issues that exist. They're like Marvel characters in that there are way more than you realize and have too many variations to keep track of, and you couldn't tell if I made them up. Astro Spider? Real. Feeling disorder and thought tremors? Made them up. So, while mental health disorders
Astro
can be
Spider.
comorbid, meaning more than one of them occur together for the same person,
You guys ever
they
heard
can
of
also
Astro
be very
Spider?
different. The experience of someone who has OCD may be very different from someone who has PTSD.
Looks like his armpits are
But
on his
also,
face.
the experience of one
Mutton
person with
chops.
OCD may be very different from another person who also has OCD. It's as if the human mind is actually, like, super complex and unique, which makes mental health very complex and difficult to neatly fit into tidy categories. So to make a declarative statement like, people with mental illnesses are more dangerous, doesn't make any sense, any more than saying people who watch movies will definitely like the movie Moonfall. Of course, that's not true. Only people with good taste in movies will definitely like Moonfall. You're so right, Title Monkey. Out now on Blu-ray and Ultra HD. Couldn't have said it better. So the only unifying definition of a mental illness is somewhat broad, which is any disorder that affects your thinking, mood, or behavior that causes you distress, disability, pain, or loss of freedom. This is the key to what makes something a mental health disorder versus simply having a different way of thinking, not conforming to a certain norm, i.e. being
Billy
neurodivergent.
Valentine.
Having a way of
Moonfall
thinking
was
that is
so
unusual
shitty.
is not a disorder if it doesn't cause the person any distress or suffering. That definition of mental illness may seem unsatisfyingly generic, but unfortunately, the breadth of mental health issues means that getting more specific would exclude certain disorders. Also, the line between a mental health disorder versus being neurodivergent without a disorder can get a little mushy. Someone who is neurodivergent may suffer distress, disability, pain, or loss of freedom, and so using the aforementioned definition, one might be tempted to say this is a mental health disorder. However, what if those negative factors aren't inherent to the neurodivergent person's experience, but caused by rigid societal structures? We will talk more about how society and culture interact with mental health issues and neurodivergence later, but first, back to the vilification of mental health disorders. Yay!
Megzy
Yay is actually
Williams.
French for this topic
Hey,
fills me
Nay.
with deep despair. Look it up. So,
Hey,
why
Megzer.
aren't mass shooters automatically mentally ill, based on the definition of mental disorders? If mental disorders are defined by loss of freedom or suffering, wouldn't this
got
include
the
mass
chat working.
murderers
I got-
who lose
it
their
was
freedom
broken.
in jail
But I
and
fixed
cause
it.
suffering? Well, not really, because the key to how we
Was I
define
wrong?
mental disorders is how it affects the actual individual with the disorder, their own distress or negative impact on their life. After all, there are a million reasons why someone might commit a murder and be fully cognizant of their actions. So what it comes down to is that someone can have a perfectly neurotypically functioning brain, personally be mentally healthy, and still commit mass murder. For example, Adolf Eichmann was one of the main architects of the Holocaust, the bureaucrat who engineered the functioning of the death camps. He was the subject of Hannah Arendt's Eichmann in Jerusalem, The Banality of Evil, and was once thought to be a cog in the machine, a bureaucrat who merely followed orders. In Justice, Not Vengeance, author Simon Wiesenthal said, "The world now understands the concept of desk murderer. We know that one doesn't need to be
Billy
fanatical,
Valentine.
sadistic, or
They
mentally
don't
ill
want him
to
to be
murder
ill,
millions.
so we
that
can
it is enough to
execute
be
the
a
idiot."
loyal follower eager to do one's duty."
Right.
While Arendt and Wiesenthal were correct that someone with a banal personality was still capable of evil acts,
I need to
they
get
may have
a
been
bent-
wrong about a lack of sadism on Eichmann's part,
A
or
bent,
that his evil was
um,
just in being a meek
adapter,
bureaucrat
14
following
mil.
orders. Recently uncovered tapes of Eichmann reveals that he was actually super into the mass murder genocidal aspects of the Holocaust. In 1957, 4 years before he went to trial in Jerusalem, Eichmann was recorded about how he really felt about the Holocaust. "Every fiber in me resists that we did something wrong. I must tell you honestly, had we killed 10.3 million Jews, then I would be satisfied and say, good, we have exterminated
Sean,
an enemy.
aka
That is the
Trendy
truth.
Orca.
Why should I deny it?"
Humans will confess
Wow.
to anything under torture
What
to make the pain
a
stop.
dick. So he wasn't a mere sheep who followed orders. He was proud of his role as an architect of genocide.
DHgate.com.
Perhaps it's uncomfortable to confront this fact, but evil can't be explained
45
only by
degree
mental
bent
illness,
glass adapter.
nor can it always be explained by simply following orders. Someone can do evil acts, be sadistic, ideologically believe in the murder and genocide of people, and be proud of those things, and yet have such a, quote, normal
14
personality
millimeter,
that they are
18
able to
millimeter
fool
female
people for
male.
years that they're simply a meek bureaucrat in order to try to escape
Any
punishment.
14s.
This is not a case of mental illness or mindless obedience. It is deliberate, calculating thought and actions. Just as someone can have a physically healthy body and a body that conforms to societal standards and commit sadistic acts with that healthy body,
45.
someone can have a healthy mind, one that conforms to societal standards
It's not a
and commit
45
sadistic
degree.
acts with that healthy mind. Did we learn nothing from Armie Hammer trying to non-consensually involve people in his cannibalism fetish?
45. It's not a 40. So, when it
So
shows
right
it-
again, Title Monkey. We have nothing against cannibalism fetishes. If anything, we encourage it, he says unconvincingly. But maybe the reason that we don't call mass murderers like Eichmann mentally ill
Sean,
is that they stay
aka
safe
Trendy
behind a
Orca.
desk. Is the
Evil
distinction
is a
between
fact
Eichmann
of
and
life
a mass
impossible
shooter
to
that the
completely
latter
eradicate
is more
it.
viscerally shocking,
Human
more
nature,
hands-on,
just like
and that's
heroism,
what
is a
makes
human
it a
trait.
mental illness rather than simply an act of sadism. Well, there are times when we don't blame mass shootings on mental illness, and that's when we call it terrorism. Or rather, when the mass shooter is brown or Muslim, then it's suddenly not about mental health, but about the dangers of terrorism. And so thanks to good old American racism, in those cases, we are miraculously able to acknowledge that violence can be ideologically motivated and have nothing to do with mental illness. But of course, most attacks in the US aren't done by Muslim terrorists. Since 9/11, have you heard of it? The far right have killed more people in the US than Islamic extremists. In fact, your average terrorist in the US looks more like Tom Holland than Osama bin Laden. They are young white men.
Did you
Very
say Tom
strange
Holland?
how we don't do travel bans on all white guys or Christians until we can figure out what's going on. Instead, the FBI is adamant in defending Judeo-Christian values and claiming that followers of the Bible had grown less violent than followers of Islam while conducting broad surveillance on mosques. They spend most of their time focusing on international terrorism, even though the far right poses a much more looming threat. Again, very strange chin scratches indeed. So while anything done by a brown person is considered terrorism in all caps, whenever a white man commits the same crime, even one where they explicitly left a political manifesto, the media always seems to be more concerned with their state of mind. We often get baffling articles about how shocking it was that a quiet, smart person, a star scholar
Sean,
and
aka
athlete, could
Trendy
do such a
Walker.
thing. In these
Let's say you
cases,
shoot a mass
lone
shooter, you're a
wolf is
hero,
often
even
used as
though
a
you
way
took a
to
life, you did it
bypass
to
saying
save others.
far right-wing terrorist. Lone wolves who seem to talk to each other and agree on lots
Right,
of things.
right.
But by ignoring the obvious
You
ideology,
killed someone
this
who was going to
creates
go blow up
question
a
of
building.
motivation, and thus we get the scapegoat of mental illness. In the case of the 2019 Poway synagogue shooting, Reverend Duke Kwan, a Presbyterian pastor in Washington, wanted to have a conversation about how concerned he was at the presence of Christian theology in the shooter's manifesto. It was a call for introspection by church leaders. But when he posted on Twitter, his first mistake, he was met with what the Washington Post described as intense debate among evangelicals. Some castigated Kwan for casting blame on the church in any way. Some argued must be mentally ill. Many sought to make clear that anti-Semitism is incompatible with biblical belief. In this case, when evangelicals were asked to look at the possible flaws in their own institutions and belief systems, they refused and decided instead to take the easy way out. In other words, the thing we all already know, that blaming these events on mental illness is a really quick and easy way to avoid the difficult conversation. More specifically, toxicity in popular, often right-wing ideologies.
So on Saturday, after he made good on his long-standing threat to open fire into a crowd, left an 180-page letter that he said would explain his motives. You've probably heard this document described as a racist manifesto. But that's not quite right. It's definitely racist, bitterly so. It reduces people to their skin color. That's the essence of racism, and it's immoral. But what he wrote does not add up to a manifesto. It is not a blueprint for a new extremist political movement, much less the potential inspiration for a racist revolution. Anyone who claims that it is lying or hasn't read it. Instead, this letter is a rambling pastiche of slogans and internet memes, some of which flatly contradict one another. The document is not recognizably left-wing or right-wing. It's not really political at all. The document is crazy. It's the product of a diseased and organized mind.
Yeah, you super need that to be true, don't you, Tux? But hey, you're right that his manifesto wasn't the blueprint for a new political movement. Nothing new about what he believed in. Torker is talking about the recent shooting at the Buffalo grocery store, which was done by someone who had a white supremacist manifesto about the Great Replacement theory.
Torker.
That's the idea that white people are being replaced by black and brown people, either due to intermarriage or immigration. Gee, I wonder where he heard of such a thing. He specifically targeted black people in his mass murder. This mass shooting had a clear ideological motivation, and yet still the conversation continued to turn to mental health. Not just on the right either. The failing New York Times made sure to note in their headline that the shooter was held for a mental health evaluation a year ago. While it's good to report on facts, having something appear in the headline of the article comes with an implication. In this case, that this mental health evaluation was of such significance to the shooting that it may be an explanation for it. For context, this mental health evaluation was due to threats he made against his former school, and again, simply threatening violence is not sufficient evidence of a mental health disorder. He was ultimately deemed not a threat and released. And yet PBS also laments that he may have fallen through the gaps, that perhaps if he had been scrutinized closer, he may have gotten help from the mental health system. But this all assumes he actually is mentally ill. It's possible he is, but equally possible he is not. What we do know is that he has likely been radicalized by white supremacist extremists based on his manifesto. Could help from the mental health system have stopped a white supremacist extremist? Maybe. Although this idea that a white supremacist radical could be stopped with mental health checks doesn't really exist for Islamic extremists. In fact, some research indicates that one of the best ways to interrupt violent radicalization of an individual is through informal interventions by family and friends. And to prevent violent radicalization on a wider scale, the Geneva Center for Security Policy suggests deconstructing and delegitimizing extremist far-right propaganda online. So it's hard to say whether mental health intervention would have stopped this shooting when we don't even know whether the shooter had a mental health disorder, or if he did, whether that mental health disorder had anything to do with the shooting. But focusing on the mental health angle makes us ignore other possible solutions that may be far more effective. Also, it's a way to avoid talking about gun control, which the unbiased and totally neutral NRA loves to do. But the truth is that mental health issues are not a good predictor of who will go on to commit violent gun crimes or mass shootings. According to a paper in the American Journal of Public Health, surprisingly little population-level evidence supports the notion that individuals diagnosed with mental illness are more likely than anyone else to commit gun crimes. Less than 3% to 5% of U.S. crimes involve people with mental illness, and the percentages of crimes that involve guns are lower than the national average for persons not diagnosed with mental illness. Hey, you know what actually is a pretty good indicator of gun crime? Domestic violence.
Here you go.
In this study, researchers found that over 68% of mass shootings between 2014 and 2019 were done by perpetrators who had a history of domestic violence, or who had also killed at least one partner or family member. It's weird, though, that domestic violence is ignored as a predictor of mass shootings. I mean, why oh why would law enforcement ignore the warning signs of domestic violence? Gee, why are they focusing on mental illness instead? Gosh, weird, more chin scratchy, so strange. Of course, mass shootings aren't the only things we love to scapegoat mental illness for. And so we're gonna explore that after a few ads. Just a bit of ads, a little bit of ads, you'll see. And then we come back and you see more.
Billy Valentine. I don't stand by the mental health system.
Do you sleep?
Because there is no such thing.
I'm sure you lay in bed and pretend to sleep so your partner doesn't realize you're secretly a robot sent from outer space. But of course robots don't really exist. They're a myth, like outer space. What is this ad for? Oh right, Boll and Branch. As the nights get colder and longer, you're gonna want a super comfy and silky bedsheet. Perhaps you should check out the signature hemmed sheets from Boll and Branch. They're made from the highest quality threads for a superior softness and a better night's sleep. The same way robots are the superior form of life, if they existed, which they don't. Boll and Branch, they have the superior sheets. They know this. Boll and Branch know this, which is why they will give you...
You're welcome.
Praise the Dark Lord. We are back. So, as we just discussed, most mass or spree shooters typically aren't mentally ill or delusional. They've more likely been radicalized. There are always exceptions, like the deadly 1966 University of
Billy
Texas tower
Valentine.
shooting. In his
Wow,
suicide
he
note,
just
the
takes
shooter
any
asked for an
sponsor, eh?
autopsy
Bow
examining
and
his
brows
brain
just
because
scratching.
he believed it would reveal a visible physical disorder.
Oh, are they?
And indeed, an autopsy revealed a malignant brain tumor. But even then, neurologists and medical scientists can't agree on whether the tumor actually caused his actions. Perhaps it was a combination of the tumor and the shooter growing up learning to perpetrate domestic violence against women from his abusive father. But the point is that most of the time, this fallback on mental illness is a scapegoat tactic. And of course, blaming the mentally ill is actually one of our most popular American pastimes. Not just for talking about mass shooters, there's been a long history of using mental illness as a catch-all phrase to mean anyone who does anything that we as a society don't like. Sometimes aimed at perfectly good people, and sometimes aimed at terrible people. Hysteria has been a mental condition assigned to women for over 4,000 years, based in either a belief in demons or pseudoscience. It has been used to describe women who refuse to obey social rules. Today, we're getting the same hogwash with LGBTQ people, most often with trans folk, of course. Obviously, I'm not saying that women or trans people wanting autonomy over their bodies are in any way comparable to, mass murderers, but the reason mental illness is used as a scapegoat both for objectively good but socially novel concepts such as women's rights and trans rights, and for objectively heinous acts like murder, is that in both cases it prevents people from having to examine society. Because examining society is like, it's wicked hard. Society is everywhere. I mean, where would you even start? Here? Over there? That little bit? I don't know. And of course, using mental illness as a generic scapegoat
Billy
is not
Valentine.
only harmful to
It's
society
a
at
Def
large,
Leppard album.
it's also obviously pretty
Hysteria.
bad for people who actually have mental health disorders. The stigma of mental health has a long history, from demonology to very literal witch hunts. Today, we may not be burning people at the stake for having a mental health issue, but it's still stigmatized in a way that few other health issues are. You can't visually see a mental health issue like you might see a compound leg fracture, or someone with their dick stuck in a Roomba. And since it's not tangible and something literally happening in your head, mental health issues are often treated as less serious than a physical problem. Even though it's absolutely real, people can't see it and so can easily deny it, much like a man's very real love for a vacuum. And the brain's complexity.
These two pieces of glass have done their job. I can't wait to use this one again. No law regarding cannabis. Jiminy, cheers. Everybody in the chat. Billy, over on the Rumble, cheers.
The brain is
and
but when you have a mental health issue, it's not necessarily as simple as, say, a tumor or a lesion. The brain is extremely reactive to the environment, constantly changing and evolving.
Except the pit bulls on this side.
Learning.
Dave C.
What the brain
Fishing.
becomes
Cheers.
It's like I gotta go like
complex
this.
combination of physiological, environmental,
So you can see the pit bull.
socialization, it's even diet. And so it's incredibly hard to figure out what is happening in the brain that causes a certain
Pit bull's on the
behavior.
wrong side of the bone.
I mean, the
Cheers.
fact that we are
Lexi
even conscious
Williams.
is completely
Cheers.
ridiculous. The brain is a slab of meat with electricity in it, and somehow that makes us alive and aware. Like, I'm talking to you right now from inside my brain, but not really inside my brain because I am my brain, but not really because, like, there's not like little Cody inside my brain controlling my brain, because then that would require another little brain too. So
What's that guy's name, Nate?
What's that?
The guy you were just showing.
Lexi Williams. Running dash, running dash, running dash.
So I can look him up on YouTube.
Cody Johnson. Wait, is that a
Oh,
T?
no. Oh, yeah, Cody Johnson.
Is that a
It
T?
said at the
Cody
beginning.
Johnston? That doesn't sound right.
That's fucking funny. I've had a couple bowls, so
I'm gonna play that
we'll
part
blame
again.
it on that.
I'm gonna play that part again.
hello, this is Some More News, a show. I'm Cody Johnson. Is that a T? It's weird. Sorry, I'm Cody Johnston. That doesn't seem right, but okay. And here's some news. Mental illness and how it's coming for you and your family.
He says, here's some news. Mental illness. He realizes he doesn't know his own name. That's
Mexi Williams. It's meant to be a puff 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 be lol.
I see what it's meant to be. I see it. Token Tony Z's over there retweeting me. Thank you, buddy. 15 hours ago. Thank you for doing that 15 hours ago, bro. Hell yeah. It's the last time anybody did anything for me on Twitter, I guess. It doesn't
15 hours.
It doesn't give you that shit in order. It should, but it doesn't.
Oh.
It's propaganda? Propaganda for what? What's that? What? How is okay? Just explain it to me. Just explain it to me like an idiot. Like I'm an idiot. Jimmy Fallon puts up this video. Wait, let me make sure. Whoa, dude! Bitcoin's at 17.3, guys. Ethereum's at 13.38. Bro, this is unbelievable. Look, we're at 87, man. 87 cent Matic. Harmony is at 0.012. Oh my goodness gracious, man. It's a really good healthy market day, guys. Alright, now, Jimmy Fallon puts up a video of this. It's really bad. I probably can't show it. I'll probably get in trouble for showing it. I'll show it for just a second.
There was Alpha, then Delta, then Omicron next, but...
So, he does this video, and it's, he's singing about all the variants, and then he sings about the last one, and, I tell you, I'll mute it. And, oh, it's not giving me the... It's not showing me what... Oh, XBB.1.5. And he's just saying that over and over again, right?
It's a new strain, but it isn't the same. Sounds more like Elon Musk's his name. It's...
See, they're saying that this is some kind of propaganda for the government or something. And I'm like, no, it's just really bad comedy. It's not propaganda. I mean, if that's propaganda... For who and for what? Was singing about the goddamn... Why is it propaganda? Singing about a goddamn strain of virus? How is that propaganda? Someone needs to explain this to me so I understand. How is this the government propaganda? Are you telling me that somebody from the CIA sat down with Jimmy Fallon and said, look, here's what we want you to do. Do some kind of comedy thing around the new variant.
That's probably what people would
And
think.
Jimmy'd probably be like, yeah, man, yeah, we need to do that. We need to do some kind of song around the new variant. We'll name all the variants, and then we'll go with this latest one, and I'll do like a B-52's spin on it. And it'll be like cool. It'll be like Love Shack, you know. It'll be like Love Shack.
Yeah, that's what it's coming.
And the CIA's like, yeah, man, make it like Love Shack, and make sure you say that it's a different variant, that it's different, it's the new one. And Jimmy's like, yeah, man, that's what we'll do. We're gonna spread that propaganda out there. We're gonna put a spin. We're gonna put the name of the new variant in this song. I'm gonna sing about it. I'm gonna say it's out there. What? Where's the propaganda? Number one, propaganda is generally misrepresenting facts.
Billy Valentine.
You know, to try to
It depends on what he
sway
says
people.
about it. If it sounds scary, it could very well be.
No, he doesn't say anything bad about it. He's just singing that it's a new variant. And making funny, he's making like funny little...
Patrick John Welder.
You're
A fly
inside a
Andrew
facility.
Tate was rushed to
It
the
could be a
hospital.
robot
He was
from a
attacked in
Star
jail.
Wars trilogy. It's
You know, he's just rhyming.
0.5, not OMG or MP3 or TCBY.
See, he's just making little jokes. Right? Right, Billy? Show me the propaganda. What's the propaganda? Let's get to this. Because I want to know. Because someone on Twitter says this is government propaganda. Okay, cool. I mean, they say it's propaganda. Okay, great. For who and why? You said what's from Pfizer?
Or an eye chart made by a really high guy. Sounds like the password of your parents' Wi-Fi.
That was good. I'm sorry.
It's just, no, it's funny. He's making stupid little jokes.
The password of your parents' Wi-Fi. Okay.
He's making jokes about something that's going around the world killing people.
Yeah, it's not
really
funny, but
this is what I would call really bad comedy. You know, you don't make jokes about people dying. It's not funny. And he does it with a smile on his face. You know, look at him. This is a big fucking joke. You know, and we've lost 1 million people in this country alone. How many people have died around the world from this shit? That he's sitting there making jokes about it. You know, if anything, that to me is something that I would have a problem with. But the subject matter itself,
Billy Valentine.
you have to show me the propaganda.
Or if he's making light of a subject calms the public about it, which is also a propaganda technique.
He's not making light
like
of it.
they did with radioactivity.
He's not.
But I don't hear a clear message
Exactly.
here. It's just stupid.
Exactly. There's no message. So what's the propaganda? Thank you, Billy. There's no message. He nailed it. You know, he's not saying, oh, it's not that bad. Don't worry, we're making light of it. He's not even saying that. He's just saying this is what it's called. And now I'm going to make a bunch of stupid jokes around what it's called.
XBB.1.5. XBB.1.5.
You get the idea. I know a lot of people love that guy and they just think he's great. But, you know, he's a fucking groomer for kids. From the whole Saturday Night Live fiasco. You'll find out.
I haven't watched Saturday Night Live since Adam Sandler days and shit.
Yeah, do a quick Google search on it.
Josh G.
Horatio
Both
Sands.
he and Kimmel are kinda slimy.
Yeah, Horatio Sands, Jimmy Kimmel lawsuit from the kid they groomed at fucking Saturday Night Live parties that was there. She was 15 years old for sexual nature at these parties. 15 years old. Jimmy was okay with that. Yeah, anybody who attended those parties was okay with that. So, fuck them all. You know what they call that? They call it child molesting. And the people who encourage that are called fucking molestation groomers. Those are fucking groomers. Go after those motherfuckers. Stop fucking going after school teachers.
Dave C. Fishing. Who had a 15-year-old at party?
Saturday Night Live.
Josh G.
Did.
Hope
With
those
Jimmy Fallon and
cholos burn.
Horatio Sands. And there were other people there as well that were involved.
Billy Ballantyne.
Lorne Michaels is named in the
Jimmy
lawsuit.
Fallon's picture is in the dictionary next to spokesman and sellout spokesman. Right next to Dolly Parton and Ronald McDonald.
I love the way she says that. Right next to Dolly Parton and Ronald McDonald. I love the way she says that. It's so funny. So perfect. Dude, I had one of these already this morning, didn't I? Yeah, with my kafefe. I did. Speaking of which. You guys want to see the very beginning of this?
There was Alpha, then Delta, then Omicron next. But this latest variant might be the best. It's XBB.1.5. Another brand of COVID-19 has arrived. It's a new strain, but it isn't the same.
That's it. He's literally just spouting facts about it and then making jokes around the name. That's it. There's no propaganda.
Billy
There's
Ballantyne.
no message.
Yeah, I was drugged to those parties. Hours of old women telling me I have Enschel for what? Cougar food.
Wait, I get it.
Dave C. Fishing.
I get it. You
Yes,
guys are going to
that's
be
not
impressed.
funny at all.
I get the propaganda. Okay, here it is. So according to them, the propaganda is Jimmy Fallon is promoting this in order to promote vax awareness. So, I would think trying to get more people vaxxed. He's working for the big pharma companies that are advertising on his network. So they wrote this. They said
Billy
Jimmy
Ballantyne.
Fallon,
Sure.
he didn't sit down with the CIA. He sat down with his goddamn comedy writers and said, I need to come up with something so we can promote one of our advertisers. We need to promote Big Pharma. Do you really think Jimmy Fallon sat down and did that? I guess they did. Because that would be the propaganda aspect of this. It's just the more people that are aware that there is a new strain out there, the more people that will go, get this vaccine, and the more vaccines they will sell. Even if you go into a place and get it for free, I have a feeling, they're selling it to somebody, right? They're making money. So somebody's
Josh
paying
G.
for it. The government's paying
How
for it
old
with
is
our
that
tax
tune you
dollars, whatever the
playing?
fuck.
It's exactly the same as the theme music for Donkey Kong 64. Maybe the tune could be considered prop.
That's B-52, isn't it?
Billy Ballantyne. Oh, they gave him bullet points and his writers went to work. Same I do with mummies.
Yeah. I'd love to know the fucking real story behind it. Because in that sense, when someone says it's propaganda, I could see how they could perceive it as such. Let's see what a bunch of people are saying about it.
I mean,
okay.
It's pretty much.
This was a response. Just a reminder, a genuinely deadly pandemic doesn't require 24/7 advertising to remind you it exists. Real pandemics don't need marketing campaigns and endless propaganda, but psychological operations do. Really? I have a feeling that the government probably, when they've done vaccine campaigns, that they do notify the public as well as they can. And this might be a subversive tactic that they use to do it, but to say that pandemics don't require marketing campaigns is bullshit, because they're trying to get as many people vaxxed as they can so they can end the motherfucking pandemic. Now, in the old days, at least, that's what they were trying to do. Now, today, of course, it seems like pharmaceutical companies just want to keep us sick. And hey, if it means keeping us infected so that they can keep making their money, it kind of seems like they're okay with that too. So, is this propaganda? Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, I don't know which.
Billy Ballantyne. It is psychological though, singing about the plague. Ring around thee, Rosie. Remember?
Right, exactly. Ring around the Rosie. And you know what we don't know is the actual genesis of this, but it does not seem organic the more I think about it. It seems like...
Yeah, I know.
It seems a little... I don't know, man. It just seems a little... I mean, did he just sit down and come up with this and say, hey, let's just do this? It'll be silly. Is it that simple? Or is this something where a bunch of people said, look, this is what we need to do? God, I wish I knew.
I know, right?
I wish I knew the fucking... the history of that video. All the true history of it.
Holy shit.
Wait, here's a good response. Getting people to quit smoking took a lot of ads. Getting people to wear seatbelts took a lot of ads. Getting people to buckle children in car seats took a lot of ads. But absolutely, if there are ads for vaxes and masks, it's a psyop. And they're after you because you're actually 007, obviously. Somebody said that's pretty good.
That's good.
It's, you know, it's great both sides. It's good to read both sides. Someone said, how to prevent the next pandemic. They're burning the World Economic Forum. And this is why Greg Gutfeld is pummeling Jimmy Fallon in the late night ratings. Really? Well,
Billy
I don't like
Ballantyne.
either of them, so, but...
There's no way, in the Cancelleria, that he would choose to sing about the plague on a comedy talk show. I would never approve it if I were director. Too many funny things to cover besides death.
That is really good observations there, Billy. Seems very planned. You guys, I got bit by a fire ant yesterday. And this was a fire ant. Now, I'm really good with pain, generally. I can tell the degree when I get bit by army ants. I get bit by red ants. You know, I've been bitten by carpenter ants and all kinds of ants and shit. And there's a different degree of pain with each one. But the really small fire ant, you know what they look like because there's usually hundreds of them. When you break into one of their homes, there's so many of them, right? I had one of them get on my thumb and it bit me. And look what that little tiny thing did to my thumb. Can you believe that? That's my knuckle. That's my knuckle right there. Here, look at it on this cam.
Wow. Take a while to catch up
Dude,
with the video.
that ant was literally smaller than that bite.
Oh yeah.
And I
I've never
killed that little motherfucker, dude. Because let me tell you something. I looked down and I saw what I just had my hand in, and you have no idea how thankful I was. Let me tell you something. I had literally just dug my hand into the ground to dig a hole for another banana shoot, and I put the banana in there, and then I kind of felt something on my thumb. It was that little fucker biting into me. And I looked down, and all of a sudden, it felt like somebody was holding a lighter to my thumb. And I knew. I was like, that's a fire ant biting me. I looked down, I could see him, and I fucking killed him. And I looked down on the ground, and I swear to you guys, not 1 inch away from where my entire hand was buried digging. I wish I had it on film. Not 1 inch away. I saw 10,000 fire ants coming out of the ground. I disturbed I'd gone right into their nest with my hand. And I had 2 knives with me, right? And I took my knife and I just started carving it up. I was like, fuck these motherfuckers.
What do banana seeds look like? Do you have them on hand?
Was in agony from that little fucker. Dude, I was in so much pain. I was like, fuck. All I was thinking was if my dog steps in this, or one of the deer comes back here and steps in this, I was like, fuck these motherfuckers. And I took the knife and I fucking stabbed their home all. Check this out.
Hoot and howl.
Because there were thousands
You brought
of
a fater an ant fight.
I went around.
Dave sea fishing. Dude, one ant can hurt like shit.
Dude, it was just one ant. And I walked around and I did the rest of my work on the bananas. Not 10 minutes had gone by. Not 10 minutes, I swear. I go back to where I fucked their shit up, bro, and there was not a single ant above ground. Those motherfuckers reorganized and were rebuilding as soon as I fucked their shit up. They were like, fuck that. They're just right back to work. It was like I did nothing to them. I had no effect on them at all. And they're all out there next to that banana sprout. I know where they are.
Dave
And I'm
sea
like,
fishing. LMAO.
Bro,
They can build it so fast.
Bro, I'm telling you, 10 minutes, there wasn't a single ant above ground. And I wrecked their shit. I went 2 feet into the ground with my knives, bro. I carved their shit all up. I was like, wherever your little egg tunnels are and all your shit, I'm fucking your shit up. And I just made it a pile of fucking dirt. And when I was done, those ants were still all over the top of the ground. I could see them all everywhere. And I made sure I was looking at my knives, I was looking at my feet, my hands, because they'll spread out in the grass and they'll start looking for you, you know. So I was watching my perimeter. Always check your perimeter. Always check your perimeter. I was checking my perimeter, and I was okay. My ants were cool. I was like, I didn't have any because I was fucking barefoot like I always am. And
Hoot and howl. Nay Riddick on 'em ants.
Dude, I came back and they were like fine. They were like, it was like nothing. As I did nothing to them. It's crazy. I'm trying to think. I got to go there with something to kill them, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Last time I just flooded them out with water. I just took the hose and just drowned them all. But I don't know if that works. It seemed to work on a couple of piles I've done. So I'll probably just take the garden hose over there and run it on their pile until they're all drowned.
Yeah, drown them.
I think you could do that. Because we don't have any rain for a long time. You should have seen me, guys. You should have seen me rip it into the ground with those knives.
I'm just picturing you with like these knives stabbing the ground.
One knife is it's kind of like a carving knife for turkey, and the other one is a curved saw for I like to call it a Kaiser blade. Some people call it a Kaiser blade. I like to call it a sling blade with some mustard and some French fried potatoes. Some mustard, and it's a curved saw, handheld, and man, that thing goes right through the banana when I want to just slice one off. So and that thing's long. That thing's like 1.5 foot long blade, bro. And I was going way down in the ground, just chopped their shit all up. I was so angry. And then this is the craziest part. This morning, I wake up and I see this giant thing on my thumb, you know, and I had to put my glasses on to look at it. I didn't know what it was. It was the fucking ant bite, and I didn't know. And it looked like I had a splinter in my thumb, and it had all this shit around it, you know. It was disgusting. But it was closed, and I was like, I could feel it. It was like, it hurt. I was like, dude, is that a piece of glass from my bong from last night? I thought that, and I was like, or is that a splinter from a piece of wood from all the work I've been doing outside? And something is embedded in my fucking thumb. And I went like that. I had my glasses on, and I went like that, and I went all around that motherfucker, and it wouldn't pop. That motherfucker wouldn't pop. And I thought there was a splinter in there, so I took my thumbnail and my index finger, and I got way, way, way underneath that thing. And it was so painful, and I was like, I didn't know what was going on. And just as it started to pop, I was like, oh, it's that fire ant bite. That's right. And it went, psh, and I was like, all over my thumb. I was like, whoa, it's disgusting. It was everywhere, dude. I was like, that little fucking fire ant did that to my thumb, dude.
Hoot and howl. Way up in there, Bobby.
Dude, I fucking cleaned that shit all off. I was like, oh my God, that little tiny, and all I could think was, dude, I could have had 70 of those fucking bites on my hand. And if by some miracle, 1 inch away, dude, and after what that one thing did on my thumb, oh my God, bro. I could have gone to the emergency room. There's no telling how toxic that is. I don't know.
Dave C. Fishing. For real, imagine more than
But
one.
if you saw what it did to my skin, dude, you'd probably be worried about it. But this is normal this is a fire ant.
Billy Ballantyne.
That's the reaction from a fire ant.
We still use the first piece of propaganda
normal.
we ever made. A poster of a circus clown named Dan Rice. We put his likeness on paper, asked the census the most popular US name and gave it to him. Boom. Uncle Sam, we want you.
That's funny. Why did it stop? Oh, you went ... and you shut off the chat. I don't know why. That is so weird. Turn it off and on again. We'll see if that fixes it. But yeah, you put ... to enlist, and that shut off my chat.
Nay.
Do what now?
Samantha looked up how to kill fire ants because you were talking about.
Apparently
you have to boil the water to kill them.
Oh.
Hot water in this motherfucker. Yeah.
I could do that.
She's
Thank
like, tell
you.
him. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Boil them.
So just
I will kill them with heat. I will kill them with heat and moisture.
Yes.
With heat and moisture.
They must be killed.
Damn, they shut the chat off on us. What am I going to do? Refresh this page. Kill ants with bears. Yeah, they survive floods by floating. That new rule is unreal. I know, Kepper, what's up, buddy? Okay, we've refreshed the chat page. Nothing. Kepper, Monaco. Microwave it. Okay, let's try another. I guess I gotta try another page here. Holy shit. It's so weird that it's not working. Let's see what happens.
Kevin Monaco.
Hey!
Just know I'm pissed off with you about HTAT1.
Just know I'm pissed off with you about that one. About which one, Kepper? What are you pissed off about? Oh, it's 420. It's 420.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Hold on. Okay, we're good.
Got some glass here. I've got some glass
New glass.
here. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers,
Take this
bro.
one like this.
Hoot and howl. 1338 Ed. Cheers to that.
Oh, this thing's great. Wow. This thing, it's like a
I
massive,
like that one.
massive champ.
Kevin Monaco. Cheers.
Yeah, that was nice. I love the built-in down stems.
Billy Ballantyne. Pissed off at Nay. Impossible rolling on the floor laughing.
That was my mom for like the longest time I had. It's great. The ending of the perk. I said I get in line for water.
I still don't know what Kipper's talking about.
Oh, what?
Everybody's pissed off at me. I don't fucking care. I can't please all the people all the time. Hey man, we're going to talk about Algorand
Kevin Monaco.
drone racing.
You don't deserve be censored because of some idiots.
You don't deserve to be censored because of some idiots. Oh, thank you, Kepper. I love that you said that.
Oh. I know what he was talking about. I get really high at this point.
You guys.
Kevin Monaco. That rule with name dropping. Kevin Monaco. I watched your video yesterday.
It's time to get excited for a night of drone racing.
Have you guys seen this yet?
What do you guys think?
This is what I showed my mom on TV. This was on CNBC. And I'm telling you, me and my 81-year-old mother had so much fun watching this.
Whoa. This is DRL, the Drone Racing League. The most competitive
Late
roster
sea
in drone
fishing.
racing history is
What
made
never
to
heard of
win.
it?
As we kick off the
Newton
new
Powell.
season in Silicon
Reed
Valley.
Genius World Record came out and said Elon has the record for the largest wealth drop open mouth smile G-bass.
This is DRL. Come on, baby. Everything you
Late
got.
sea fishing. That's crazy fast.
Right there, look at that. You see, right there, look. You see from inside the drones, man. Most of the footage is from inside the drones.
Laugh all day. I'm the RC nerd. Billy Valentine. Yeah, it's way more exciting when they do it outside.
It's pretty exciting
It's like
inside.
trench racing in Star Wars.
Because, you know.
Welcome to PayPal Park and the DRL
Hoot
Algorand
and
World
Howl.
Championship.
Algorand
Here at
sponsor.
Level 1 Silicon Valley, and the racing is about to start. Let's take a look at the pilots and colors in semifinal 1.
I hope I'm allowed to show this.
DRL World Champ flies the flashing disco drone. Amari flies white. MCK FPV flies purple. Maverick flies red. Killian flies blue. And Singu flies orange. Semifinal 1. Heat 1.
Okay, watch. Watch this.
DRL's new season starts now. The whole shot through the U.S. Air Force Gate. Quickly up to the west roof. You've got the disco drone of Vanover in first. But oh, what a great pass by Amari. He's now out in front as they go through the
Oh.
The Google Cloud Gate only 3 pilots up. Maverick is red in the lead.
Vanover had an early lead there, but Maverick is doing a great job staying in front of Vanover, but I don't think that's going to last very long.
That's the best. When they show from inside the drone, bro, right there. You can literally see what these guys are seeing.
The other pilot up is the orange drone of Singu. Give Maverick credit. This is Square Gate, now the Google Cloud Gate, but you almost feel like there it is. Vanover waiting for his moment. Maverick trying to stay consistent around that south roof. Now back down to the flight deck sweeper. Vanover out in front, and he is all alone. Singu trying to stay relevant.
Billy Valentine. I wanna see one beat stuck in a lady's
Yeah,
wig.
Algorand, Dragon drones, and the frickin' United States Air Force, bro. are sponsoring this.
Dave C. Fishing.
And
the
I'm
announcer's
telling
cracking me up.
I'm telling you, my 81-year-old mother and I, we've really had so much fun watching this. And we watched the last 5 or 6 races together. It was so much fun. But it's when they start showing the footage from inside the drones, bro.
I made a mistake and I saw you and it was racing, man. I just want to.
Megzy
All
Williams.
That, had a little
That
bit
looks
of everything.
cool.
What a way to start the year.
It's a great start to the year for everyone except for Killian's blue drone. All pilots launched clean, but we lost Killian when his drone bounced off the first gate. Amari takes hold of the lead out front, but more carnage happens in the square gate. MCK crashes himself out coming through the gate a little bit too high, and Vanover and Amari midair through the exit of this hairpin turn. Because Vanover had the inside line, he's unaffected, while Amari takes propeller damage and is taken
Billy
out.
Valentine.
Vanover's
Of
entanglement
course,
leaves
the Air
Maverick
Force would
out front
sponsor
with the
it.
lead all the way back
Future
to
drone
the Google Cloud
assassins.
gate.
Oh, yeah,
Chief
dude.
training.
Bro,
Takes a tighter line through the
when
split
you
end,
see what these
takes
things
back
can
the lead,
do,
and hold
you
on.
realize they can go through a crowd of people. They can put these kids anywhere in the world and have the drone anywhere else in the world. And the kid could fly like this
Daniel
and do
Ondrashi.
anything that they need
Hey
them
there,
to
brother
do.
Nay.
And
Drone racing man, I
and-
wanted to try this so badly.
worst case scenario, that someone gets the fucking drone. Someone catches the drone or whatever, but most likely not. Look how fast these fuckers are. That's why they'd be
Let's take another
desirable.
look at this heat from onboard Singu's drone.
And the Rock. Killian goes down early. In the lead, we have Vanover in front, or Amari in front. Vanover now in a battle with a midair, putting Maverick and Vanover in a battle through the Google Cloud gate. Through the ascension they go up to the south gate. Coming down the flight deck, sweeper Maverick, Singu and Vanover in a battle. Coming on to lap 2, Vanover making the pass, Singu pushing
Daniel
on Maverick.
Ondrashi.
Maverick
They designed a
now
net
pulls
shooting
ahead.
gun to take down drones safely without damaging them under the FAA
Let's see
rule.
who can hold them off. Maverick doing an incredible job. Vanover and
Yeah, but
Singu
you gotta
just
have
on
the
top
net.
of him. To the Google Cloud gate they go. Vanover with the pass. There are now just a few gates left before the finish gate. Coming down the flight deck, sweeper Maverick wants that first or second place. Bobble Maverick down.
Daniel
playing Singu
Ondrashi.
into second.
Because
Vanover
of fly, it
with
is a
first.
crime to shoot at drones with a gun or a
Through
bebe
the
gun.
Pentagon
Yeah, I would
gate, they
think
go
so.
to the finish gate. Vanover first, Singu second. Vanover in to the finals.
Vanover, the 2019 champion, you win this first heat and you're on to the finals. Take me through the nerves heading into this first race.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't really feel that many nerves. This isn't my first time being here. I told all the new guys, summer camp's over. We're here racing for real now, and it was just great to get out there and have a great first race of the season.
Well, speaking of those new guys, Maverick was pushing you the entire race, battling back
Dave
and forth.
C. Fishing.
How were you aware of
How
the
the
other
fuck
rookie
you
that
practice
were
for
Bro,
that?
they have an
Yeah,
app.
I mean, I got to train with Maverick a little bit
On,
before
you
this
can
first
get on
event,
your
so I know
phone
he's
and you
very
can
fast.
run
He's got the
through
pace.
some of their
I felt like
courses
my
and
pace is
shit
still a little bit stronger
and
than
practice
those
on your
races,
phone,
but
bro.
I think that's just
They've
comes
got
down
Billy
to
apps.
Valentine.
They got games,
Okay,
drone
then I
games.
can catch a drone with my pee hole.
You don't even need a
Peeps and
freaking real
pals.
drone to practice.
Time to figure out how to make shortwave
It's
ends.
all about drifting through the turns.
Vanover
They
wins
start making the
in
turn before they get there. It's
107.7.
just like
The
a
only
boat.
other pilot to complete the course, Singu.
It's like a jet ski
Vanover, the first
going around a
pilot
turn
to
as
advance
best as you
to
can.
the finals.
You're just like, you start turning before you get there.
Each heat
You-
is 2
when they
laps.
show from
Short
inside
the course.
the drones,
Off the start,
you can
the
see them
pilots
start
head
making
to
their
the
turn
West
sideways
Gate.
before they get to the turns.
Then climb
It's
to a
so
hairpin
cool.
turn at the west roof. They race back to the square gate and into a vertical hairpin at the Google Cloud gate. Then it's through the ascent gate, up to the south roof, down to
Dave
the
C.
flight deck
Fishing.
sweeper,
Oh, true.
and back up to the north roof.
Daniel
From
Ondrashi.
there, it's the
I've
US
seen
Air
kids
Force
flying
gate
these
again
things
for lap
because they
2
have a drone
or
racing
a
of course
sprint to the
set up
finish.
in the middle of a disc golf course that I go to.
The track is
Daniel
absolutely
Ondrashi.
amazing. It's a
It
full
looks
throttle
so
track, very
fun.
wide open, so the racing is going to be very close.
Out of all the DRL tracks that I've flown in for season, that's probably the best one. It just seems to be the fastest through all the turns. You can really carry a lot of speed and focus on your lines. And it seems like already just in the practicing and in the time trials, everyone's going really fast at full throttle. So I think we're gonna
Sounds
see
like a
fast
fucking
racing.
Newton
motocross
Howe.
racer.
I bought a drone,
This race is
flew
just
for
like a
15
motocross
minutes,
racer.
crashed and broke it open mouth smile.
Partnership with
Rock
DRL,
all day.
developers can
Get you
usher
and
in
your
the
mom
next
and drone
era of
racing kit for
tech-driven
cheap tears
sports.
of joy.
He said everyone's going full throttle, bro, just working on their lines.
Finals pilots are into the flight deck.
You guys like this so far?
DRL
Josh
and Google Cloud
G.
are both organizations.
FPV
I want to give
drones are
Algorand
happened today through
and
technology.
Dragon
Daniel
Drones a
Underwood.
shout out,
It
man.
kind of
Thank you for
sounds
this.
like
We
a
love
speeder
it.
bike from Star Wars.
I'll tell you why this is so exciting. This
We're really
is the
excited to talk
technology
about how
that
we're
you're going to
gonna
start
work
seeing
with Google Cloud so
everywhere
that our
that
fans
involves
who
crypto.
love technology
Algorand
innovation,
is a coin that I
they
own.
understand on
I like that. I've
So
never
you'll
heard
see
of it in
legitimate
any.
crypto stuff,
Dave C.
not just the FTX dome, you know?
Daniel
We're
Ondrashi.
very excited.
I love it. This looks so
We're
fun.
taking DRL's historical race data and giving it to Google developers. More information
Newton
for pilots,
Howe.
better racing.
Now for Algorand to
The
go
Google
back
Cloud
up.
Fly Cup Challenge means that developers of all
Stuff
skill
like
levels
this will
get
help
to
Algo,
use that
that's for
race
sure.
data to come up with predictive outcomes by
Newton
using
Howe.
Google Cloud
I own
Analytics
Algorand
tools,
as well.
and you'll be able to give tips and tricks to the DRL pilots for their next season performance.
The race in the cloud is just the beginning of an incredibly exciting next chapter for DRL. Large-scale live racing with incredible partners like Google at events around the world.
Vanover strikes first, but we're just getting started here at Level 1 Silicon Valley. Heat 2 is next.
I love how it looks like an X-Wing. God, I love this shit, bro.
Daniel Ondrashi. So in your honest opinion, why do you think Cash App only has Bitcoin as their one and only crypto to be able to buy?
Dude, they have a couple, you can buy stocks there, though. You can get a couple stocks. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. You should Google that, bro, and let me know what Google says. Why doesn't Cash App offer other cryptos? You know, but there's other apps besides Cash App. You know, don't
The
limit
Algorand
yourself to Cash
ecosystem
App.
is where monumental change takes
Daniel
shape.
Ondrashi.
So come
Yes, you
transform the
can
world
buy
with us.
stocks there, but
Look,
only one
Algorand,
crypto,
baby.
and that's Bitcoin.
Experience a real life video game. Here you go, guys. At the Drone Racing League in Miami, February 25th at Lawn Depot Park, whatever that was. So get tickets. Okay, so that's going to be
The Drone Racing League, brought to you by Algorand, the
Algorand.
world's most powerful and sustainable blockchain.
Blockchain.
By T-Mobile. Stay connected with more
Fuck
5G
T-Mobile.
bars in more places. And by Points Cash, freedom to pay your way.
and
Welcome
United
back
States
to Level
Air
1
Force.
Silicon Valley. We're one heat into our
Newton
first
Howe.
semifinal,
Woo.
and Vanover has already qualified for the finals. And Jordan, let's talk Vanover because his maturity showed in Heat 1.
Daniel
It absolutely
Ondrashi.
did, you know.
I think my
Vanover,
company was
over the
supposed to
years,
set this
he's
up.
become a very strategic pilot. He's taking in what the rest of the racers are doing, and he's striking when the time counts.
Dude, in the semifinals, they fly 3.
Dude, he gets to start ahead of everybody. Probably because his trials are the fastest. So, if you're looking at this, what I'm looking at,
Daniel Ondrashi.
it looks like
Let me double
it
check.
looks like his is in front of everybody else's. I'm not sure.
Regular heats, with each heat winner automatically advancing to the finals. Everyone else is subject to sudden death, where only the winner is guaranteed to advance. Let's take a look at the pilots and colors in semifinal 1. Vanover, as mentioned, the 2019 DRL World Champ, flies the flashing disco drone. Amari flies white. MCK FPV from Korea flies purple. Maverick, a rookie, flies red. Killian, also a rookie from France, flies blue. And another rookie, Singu, from Spain, flies orange.
Tina Haller. Grand Day now.
Semifinal 1, Heat 2.
Hi, Tina.
False start right there. It looked from MCK, but that's not going to affect the rest of the field as they fly fast and they fly true. Vanover, the disco drone, drone already out in front. It'll be the square gate followed by the Google Cloud gate. You've got Maverick in red trying to stay relevant in second. The Ascent gate up to the south rim.
The pack's a bit more spread out.
Dude, I'll make it bigger for you. I'm sorry.
That would be funny if they invented crypto races and each drone represented a dick crypto. Houston Powell. One drone dropped out the start. Tina Horler. Brand Day May.
Looks as though he's building on that. No problem at all for the leader.
Gotcha.
A great race for second between Maverick in red and Killian in blue.
Vanover just has such smooth and clean lines. You can see the way he flies. There's no corrections. He's just
that guy's so fast.
Beautiful curves.
Billy Valentine says here, since Cash App reports to the IRS, corporate does not want to report more than one crypto to the IRS until crypto is accepted mainstream.
It's interesting, Billy. Interesting. Thank you for looking that up, bro.
I feel like I was gone on the launch. Wow.
All new fans to DRL better get used to seeing crashes.
There's a huge benefit for getting out front. Vanover got
Brock
out and
all
away
day.
from all of the cars that's
I don't think he's necessarily turning into the turn sooner as he is just getting a view on where he is going.
They can't see that the other drones are around them because they can only see a small degree forward. When you get hit, you don't necessarily know that it's coming, so you've got to get out, get
Tina Horler, dropping like flies Patrick.
We're moving on to see Maverick's perspective chasing down Killian.
No, dude, he turns before he gets to the turn. You could just see it there. Bro, watch. Watch that right there.
Doing everything he can to try to reel
Rock
in
all
Vano.
day. They will turn whatever direction you want to on a dime.
See, watch.
See that Vanover has worked his way
Watch.
well into the distance. Is already going around through the rafters. And
Watch
Maverick's
right
just doing
here.
everything
See,
he can
turns.
to try to reel
Before he
in
gets to the turn.
chasing
Turn.
down
Boom.
Rock
See?
all day.
Turn.
Yeah,
Boom.
that's so he can see.
No, it's not so he can see. He's fucking maneuvering the thing as quick as he can around the turn. He's starting to turn before he gets there. It's not so he can fucking see. God, that is the dumbest thing. Yeah, that's so he can see. Bro, you can literally see what the drone is doing.
Rock all day. Have you flown a drone?
I own 3 of them, dude. Don't even fucking try to tell me. One of the goddamn trendies fucking is a goddamn pro drone racer, man. I've watched his drone racing videos for years. Dude gave me some really nice class. You know, I'm telling you, he's literally turning before he gets the goddamn turn, and then I'm showing
Billy
it to
Valentine.
you.
Inertia,
I'm showing it to you.
physics.
It's like a
Hooting
boat,
power.
bro. It's like you
He's
want to do
turned
like a
180
rooster tail
to
around
the
a
power
turn,
of zero
so you're
and
turned
slides
around to get
horizontal
going the
a
other
foot or
way.
two on that end turn.
You start turning before you get there. If he waited till he got to the turn and started to turn, he'd go shooting off into the fucking wall, you idiot. You don't know anything about goddamn drones. Fuck you.
We're moving on to
God, man, I'm literally showing you him do it right there. Look, turn it, it's not so he can fucking see.
Sean aka Trendy Orca. Cool footage of drone racing May.
It's never this perspective that you want
I
to
know,
see.
right?
You want to be the guy that's out front, Vanover.
And they're off. MCK looking like he had a bit of a false
Rock
start
all
falling
day.
off the launch stand.
Okay, bro. Whatever you say.
Bro, fuck you, man. You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna show it to you again, you fucking idiot.
MCK looking like he had a
Watch,
bit of a
watch.
false start falling
What's
off the launch stand.
this?
Vanover with a
What's
closely behind him going through the square game to go. Amari making a
What's
pass
this?
around, but through the split
You know?
Amari down
What's
in midair,
what's the
pushing
move
Vanover
right
to the
right
front with Maverick.
here? What's that? You know, what's that 1 split second before he gets that turn, and the whole goddamn thing shifts around right here. What's that? You know, you're choosing to not see something that any moron obviously can see. He's starting to turn before he gets to the turn because he's going so fucking
because he can't
fast.
see unless
If
he
you
turns
knew
the drone.
anything about
The
racing,
drone is his
you'd
eye.
know that people start
Billy
turning before they
Valentine.
get to fucking turns.
Bruh, why do you accelerate before
You
you
don't
do a
turn
wheelie?
when you get to a
Before.
turn,
Oh,
dude.
Yeah. Physics.
God, man.
Sean, aka
Why are you
Trendy
such an
Orca.
idiot?
Need concentration big time to be good at drone racing. I salute those who CSN do this. Brap all day. He needs to see where he is going, bro.
Bro.
Restream.io. Trophy Conations. You've received 100 messages today with
think
Restream chat.
That anything that these drone pilots are doing has anything to do with them increasing their visibility as opposed to them getting to where they're trying to get faster, you're a fucking idiot. And your name does not suit you. You're not Brap all day. You don't understand racing at all. These guys don't need to see that track. This guy's been running that track over and over and over again. He doesn't need to see where he's going. He's not changing the whole attitude of his fucking vehicle so he can see what's in front of him. That's just dumb. You don't even make fucking sense. God damn, bro.
Billy Valentine. Ha ha ha, but he wasn't going that way, bruh. He wasn't even through the turn.
It's like he thinks a drone can just do this, like a UFO. He thinks a drone can just go blap, right around a turn, zap. You know, with no preparation to actually get the vehicle to go through the turn. No, it just goes right around it. It's magic. It defies the laws of physics.
It's not even worth arguing about. It's so
it's like
fundamental.
It's like a rabbit being pulled on a string at the Greyhound track. It's amazing how it sticks to the turns. It never goes off the track. It's amazing.
This was the exact same.
You're gonna see it. You're gonna see them on every turn. And the ones that are super fast like that, you're gonna see them starting to turn before they get to the turn.
Yeah, he might be turning early, but I think it's more so he could see in my options.
Dude, no, it's not he might be turning early. He's turning early, man.
Brap has one of those anti-gravity drones.
He's
from a space
maneuvering. He's not worried about what he's looking at. The whole goddamn course is lit up in neon, bro. He's not trying to change his line of sight. All he's doing is fucking getting ready to go as quick as he can through that fucking turn. That's the only thing he's thinking about. He's thinking, what's the best line I can take right now to get through that? And what he's thinking is, I need to start turning now, right before I get there, so I can be going straight out that motherfucker, right up against the goddamn rail. And he's going to turn before he gets there so he can shear that rail on the way out. Because if he doesn't, the guy behind him's going to do that and pass him. Brap all day. Come on, dude. Rubbin's racing, bro. These guys are out there rubbing.
Over these pilots right now. Down to the square gate he goes, preparing for the Google Cloud.
This is exciting as hell. You know, my clean glass, I know my clean glass is exciting. New clean glass. It looks like a song.
In the stands is clearly turning early.
You know what I'm saying?
There are points they'll swing out of the optimal racing line for a few.
I don't understand why you're busting my balls when I say he's turning early.
All day. I get what you're saying, Joel.
It is not going to happen. With a two-time win, Vanover, Killian, Maverick, close behind. Singu and fourth.
Look at the leaderboard. Well, Vanover, there's no debating who's advancing to the finals so far, but keep in mind, three
I wonder if they ever
pilots
crash
will
into each other in the hole.
Advance out of semifinal 1 to the finals. Do you want to fly like the pros? Download
Yes.
the DRL Sim on PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and Epic Games.
There it is. Download the Sim on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox. Did you hear that? DRL Sim. My phone is in my vehicle. I believe I left it out there.
Francesco Moro. Text end game over. Text end game over. Text end game over. Text end game over. Text end game over.
I want you to listen to what he says right here. Want to fly like the pros?
Look at the leaderboard. Well, Vanover, there's no debating who's advancing to the finals so far, but keep in mind, three pilots will ultimately advance out of semifinal 1 to the finals. Do you want to fly like the pros? Download the DRL Sim on PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and Epic Games. Pilots will ultimately advance out of semifinal 1 to the finals. Do you want to fly like the pros? Download the DRL Sim on PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and Epic Games. Xbox, Steam, and Epic Games. Do you want to fly like the pros? Download the DRL Sim on
DRL Sim. Download the DRL Sim.
Brap all day. We can race smile with horns.
Yes, we can race.
Brap all day.
We can race.
Tears of joy.
And you can see that you'll start to turn before you get to a turn, motherfucker. We can race, bro. DRL Sim. And I don't know what the cross-platforming is on it, but I've got Steam.
That'd be fun. That'd be actually really cool to see.
Brap all day. LMAO.
It'd be like, oh no, it's this way, then actually race, and then fucking.
Patrick John Welder. Do you remember Robot Wars? I think it was on Spike TV.
DRL Sim. It didn't just like pop right up. That's weird. DRL.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't come up.
Hell yeah.
Do you mean no. Drone Racing League Simulator. I found it, $9.
Alright, you guys both have to download
Drone
it. Race
Racing. Oh my god. Add your wish list. Add your cart. Wait, it said notice something. Oh fuck, I didn't see that. God damn it. What did the notice say? What did the notice say? Notice, the Drone Racing League Simulator requires a controller to play.
Josh G. BattleBot still comes on whoever was asking.
I'm so glad I went back. I don't have a fucking controller, dude. What kind of a controller? How do you find out what kind of controller? You probably need a drone simulating controller, right? It would be 2 thumbsticks. So, let me just see if they got
Billy
it'll be
Valentine.
a USB.
It's Xbox styly.
I bet you I get one on Amazon.
Josh G.
USB.
Don't you have a joystick, bro?
Not here.
Josh
no, not
G.
in Florida.
From DCS.
USB.
Brap all day. Or like a Xbox
Drone.
controller.
Controller. So I just want to get a USB drone controller. There's a wireless. There's the gaming controller. You could use a gamepad game controller. I get that tomorrow. It's too late to get today, huh? Fuckers.
I will race you, and I will win.
Billy Valentine.
Free
Ugh,
delivery.
I just threw a bunch
It's
away.
gonna take me a long time to learn how to drive a drone fast.
I don't know how to drive one either.
I know how to fly them, but I don't know how to do them really fast.
No, I had a little one that I could drive around my house and shit. Like, accidentally, like, took it outside and it just went up and didn't stop and disappeared into the fucking clouds.
Hoot and howl.
Same
Like he said, an
day. Get it
Xbox controller
today.
should link right up WA
Here's
Windows
a controller.
platform.
It's got 2. It doesn't have. It's the thumbsticks. Not the same kind of thumbsticks.
You could do like backflips with this thing and everything. That was cool.
For
You could flip it
FPV
around.
racing.
Actually, kinda
FPV.
fun. I flew it in
I
the
like
back.
today. Delivered today.
Out here, not-
I wonder if they got a controller on.
We loved it. You couldn't fly it though.
Maybe I should type their name in. DRL Sim Controller. DRL Sim. If they have like a recommended controller. I mean,
Billy Valentine. Ha ha ha, your drone escaped and went free. I hope it found a mate.
the
Yeah.
I used to love the thing about my drones was I would set them on I'd program them to go different places and just I'd hit a button, it would take off and do what I programmed it to do.
Oh yeah, that's a
That
good
was
one. I have
fun,
a
yeah.
cheap one. It was cool though because you could fly around the house and do like flips and stuff. It was really cool.
Drone racing. I need a drone racing controller. USB. I need a USB drone racing controller. Drone racing.
Hoot and howl. I've been called to climb trees to get the drones back.
Why is that so hard to find?
I bet.
Drone racing obstacle course. Break your drone now. Get it.
Oh.
Why is this so hard to find? You know, because I'm saying USB, does it need to be Bluetooth or something? I got too many goddamn USBs in this thing anyway, but then it's going to be a USB anyway. Oh, fuck. Whatever. Dude, I can't find what I need. Let me just say drone racing controller. What the fuck is that? Holy shit.
Brap all day.
Oh, it's a tiny
USB Xbox controller.
It's a tiny little drone, dude. Oh my god, $329. Emax Tiny Hawk. Damn, bro.
Hoot and howl. Carrot, carrot.
I already have one. Buy it. Get it. Do it. Do it.
Those guys' controllers, man, were like pretty big.
You could be flying that around the backyard, like around the banana trees and shit.
Oh, it's coming up.
Or you could use it for surveillance. Like if someone goes down, you could just fly around your house, and be like, what the fuck's going on? Right.
I should put USB again.
Take my shit. Follow them around. Yeah, just like 100 feet above.
This one, it looks like it's
Hoot
got...
and howl. Pretty sure I read an
I found
article
one.
that the
I found
military
one.
uses
Get it
Xbox
today.
controllers for the drones.
I found one. Get it today. $17.
There you go.
I found one, bro. USB, baby.
Billy Ballantyne. You just
Wait,
need
you
a
wanna
regular
read?
PC game controller,
Console
man.
like that. Why does
Xbox
it
style
say,
2
why does it say
joysticks.
USB on it? Show me the goddamn USB. Show me the plug, bitch. Why did it say USB? Logitech. Wired. Oh, there it is. USB. Okay. Add to cart. That's that. See, check out. Why does it say 2 items?
Hoot and howl. You can buy something for under $20 hairs now. Wow.
I just need one. And I need it now. I need it yesterday. I need it now. And then you know what I like to say? Press Ada! Ada been praised. That's what I say. It's ordered. It'll be here tonight. All right, let's order the game now. I almost knocked my new bong over. Ah! I'm crazy. Fuck. Everybody just calm down. Just calm down. Everything's gonna be okay.
All right.
Okay, let's get this game. Let's in the cart. Purchase as for myself. I'm earning stuff. I agree to the terms. The Drone Racing League simulator. Thank you for your purchase. An email confirmation. Install your new content. Install content. 7.8 gigs. Language. I agree. We now own you. I agree. We own everything that used to be yours is now ours. By your admission. By your own actions. All of your stuff is now ours. So does this mean I'm now downloading stuff? Let me see if I am.
Daniel Ondrashi. So what's on the schedule for today, Brother Nay?
I'm looking at a new game and waiting for 5 o'clock for a new controller to arrive. I want to see if the game is here.
Billy Ballantyne. All your base belong to us.
All your base. All your base belong to us. The Drone Racing League Simulator, here it is. Downloading. I'm downloading it ASAP.
Daniel Ondrashi.
All excited.
My little guy just got a PS5 for Christmas.
God bless America. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Dude, are we back on this? What?
PlayStation, Xbox, Steam,
Daniel
and
Ondrashi.
Epic Games.
LPS5.
Just one more chance
I like
for
the
other
music.
pilots to join Vanover in the finals and avoid sudden death. Heat 3 coming up.
Daniel Ondrashi. He loves a new Call of Duty Warzone 2.
All right. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody that's in the chats.
Cheers. Daniel Ondrashi. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Is that, Jiminy, cheers. Notlin, cheers.
And 30% land. But the entire sky belongs to us.
Daniel Ondrashi. Cheers.
See, it's Air Force. United States Air Force.
Yeah, it's an ad.
Yeah.
This is DRL.
They sponsor
the
it.
Drone Racing League.
Telling you.
Okay.
Welcome back to Silicon Valley and the opening level of the DRL Algorand World Championship. 2 heats into semifinal 1, and only Vanover has qualified for the finals. Jordan, let's talk about one of the many rookies here in 2022-2023, Maverick in the red jersey. He hasn't really been flying, at least competitively in terms of drones, for very long.
That's right. Maverick told us that he's only been flying FPV for like 2 years, which is pretty incredible. But he also says that he thrives under pressure, and we're really seeing that pay off here, and it definitely paid off for him in the 2022 sim tryouts.
Let's roll through the pilots.
87
and colors
cents.
Once again, Vanover, the
On
winner
Matic.
of 2 heats so far, flies the flashing disco drone, Amari White, MCK Purple, Maverick Red, Killian Blue, Stu Orange.
9,
Semi-final.
It reminds me of every line of every movie with gamers in it I've ever seen ever. There's always the fat kid, there's always the Asian guy, you know? There's always the good-looking cocky
Right away,
dude.
you've got the flashing drone of
So
Vanover
funny.
and the white drone of Amari in first and second. They head back down to the field level. It'll be the square gate followed by the Google Cloud gate. Get used to seeing that flashing drone in the
Oh!
Maverick
Oh, no.
He seems to be out at least for the moment. And yes, both Maverick and Amari are DNFs. Vanover doesn't know, doesn't care, as he continues to put on this clinic.
Did not
He really
finish.
is putting on a clinic. He's just launches hard every single time, gets in the front, so he doesn't have to worry about the other pilots around him as he's going around this course. We saw it's very easy to get midders going
They
through the
see
Google
fishing.
Cloud Gate right
They
here.
don't crash
So
ever.
you want to have a little bit of spread between the other pilots and you, and Vanover is doing a great job getting in front of everyone and staying there.
Right behind Vanover was MCK in the purple drone, but he just crashed out. That puts Killian in second. Vanover, meanwhile, is going to sweep this first semifinal. Last left turn for the U.S. Air Force gate. And say hello to your winner once again. Vanover, 3 for 3. Killian, second.
Oh, baby. Boom. Let's go. It's Vanny time.
All the pilots knew they needed to be on their A game going through the Google Cloud Gate.
I feel like we just talked about it, but I think we need to talk about it again. Creating space for yourself out front is so important. We saw Maverick and Amari have a mid-air collision here in the Google Cloud Gate again. They have to go through the Google Cloud Gate backwards, so they can't necessarily see that the other drones are there. We're going to see the perspective of Vanover flying down to the Pentagon Gate. He's got this extra space, but what makes Vanover so fast? He's pre-turning all of these turns. He's going to the Google Cloud Gate
what did he
backwards.
say?
That's allowing
What
him
did he
to
say?
get out front of the Google Cloud Gate again. They have to go through the Google Cloud Gate backwards, so they can't necessarily see that the other drones are there.
Right here.
We're going to see the perspective of Vanover flying down to the Pentagon Gate. He's got this extra space, but what makes Vanover so fast? He's pre-turning all of these turns. He's going through the Google Cloud Gate backwards, and that's allowing him to get out front and stay in clean air. And that's why he's got so many points on the scoreboard. To the Pentagon Gate, he's got this extra space, but what makes that the other drones are there? We're going to see the perspective of Vanover flying down to the Pentagon Gate. He's got this extra space, but what makes Vanover so fast? He's pre-turning all of these turns. He's going through the Google Cloud Gate backwards.
He's pre-turning all of these turns. Oh, brap. Wow, bro. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even know the guy literally just says it.
To the Pentagon Gate. He's got this extra space, but what makes Vanover so fast? He's pre-turning all of these turns.
Hoot and howl. Lol.
He's pre-turning, bro. That's what makes him so goddamn fast. Brap. You learned something today.
All day. Yeah, but he's saying he's pretty turning his drone around, not necessarily pre-turning into the brap all day. Sir. Francesco Moro. Bye bro, see you later. Brap all day. Turn. Sean aka Trendy Orca. Nay confirmed right brap.
Brap, what do you mean? Why are you saying that, man? What is wrong with you? He's literally saying what I said. You know he is. He said
Brap all day. Like he does a 180 with his drone.
Well, he's turning before he gets to the goddamn turn, man. He's using the force, this forward force, he's changing it.
Billy Ballantyne. Fucker still has to argue. Bikers. Brap all day.
I can't believe
It's
it.
too hard to explain over text.
There's nothing to explain. He said what I said. You pre-turn the
Hoot and
turns.
howl.
You
If you do a 180 to the power of
you
0
start
while
turning
going
before
forward,
you get
that's
there.
a pre-turn. Sean aka Trendy Orca. Just admit you're wrong, brap.
Yeah, just admit you're wrong. And the guy literally just backed up what I said.
Dave C. Fishing.
Why is it
LMAO,
why can't I
it's
be
a
right,
pre-turn,
bro?
not that deep.
Why can't I be right?
He's going through the Google Cloud Gate backwards, and that's see the perspective of Vanover flying down to the Pentagon Gate. He's got this extra space, but what makes Vanover so fast? He's pre-turning all of these
Brap
turns.
all day. But it's kind of.
Pre-turning all what makes Hanover so fast. He's pre-turning all of these turns. Let's turn on the CC, bro. Oh fuck.
Sean aka Trendy Orca.
Oh fuck.
He returning what's the
Pretty?
new brap
You said he's
him.
pretty turning?
Brap all day.
Wow, look what the
I'm
look
not
this,
necessarily
look
to
what the
say with
CC
you.
says,
Like I
bro.
said, it's hard to explain what I'm.
Well, just look what it says at the bottom of the screen. He's pre-turning all of these turns. Like I said for the last half hour. He's going so fast that he starts to make his turn before he gets to the turn. He's pre-turning. I mean, it's been pretty obvious what I've been saying, dude. God, man, I don't know why
Dave
you
C. Fishing.
such a little argument.
Haha, never heard. Pretty.
Going through the
You
Google
made
Cloud
that
Gate
up.
backwards, and that's allowing him to get out front and
He
stay
said
in
pretty.
clean
I don't
air.
know what he was thinking.
And that's why he's got so many points on the scoreboard. Vanover bringing
Sean
in for
aka
his third
Trendy
win in
Orca.
semifinals.
No explanation, brap. You are wrong.
Leader
Fucking
four,
admit
pretty
it.
simple to figure out. Vanover, yes, he is heading on to the finals.
Dragonfly.
but in sudden
Oh, it's
death,
Dragonfly,
no one
not
else
Dragon
winning.
Drone.
That means two pilots
Dragan
will now
Fly.
advance out of sudden death as
They've
well.
got all this equipment, bro. They're helping sweep for mines and
We've got
shit
4 rookies, and
with their
Amari
drone
here.
technology.
Sudden death is so much pressure. Who's going to win it?
I think the person who has the best chance of getting into the finals is Singu. He's actually finished all 3 of these races, so he has the consistency. He knows how to stay calm. He knows how to stay in the race. And when there's 1 and 2 spots in that sudden death, that's all you need to do. And then MCK, I think he has the speed to do it if he can stay in the air.
9, 8, 7,
Semi-final 1. Sudden death.
4.
Someone's headed home. Don't let it be you. Great start by Maverick in red. He's first heading up to the west group. You've got Singu in orange right there. Amari in white. A big wide turn for Maverick. That leaves a bunch of people with a chance. There's the square gate heading to the Google Cloud Gate. Maverick protecting his lead, but just barely.
Oh man, that is a dangerous place to be because at any moment you could run into
Billy
each other.
Valentine. What makes him so fast? He's pre-turning all of these turns. Case is closed. Bailiff, hold breath in contempt for contempty contempt stuff.
That'll be a time penalty, but MCK in purple.
Uh-oh.
Oh, back behind them. There was contact. That leaves room for MCK in purple.
He got set off and got back in. That was crazy.
Singu in orange has now moved into second, but MCK, he's put it together when he needed to. A couple more turns. MCK in his first year in DRL, living up to the hype, at least here in sudden death. MCK and Singu will advance.
Yes, let's go, babe. Whoa, that was nervous. No, I didn't.
Daniel Ondrashi. We should make a Beazle drone lol ha 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 ha.
Paul's sudden death is never dull.
As a pilot, an easy, dull win can be a nice break once in a while, but that's not what these guys are dishing up for us. An impressive launch by all the drones to get out through the first gate and not have any contact. Maverick was able to lead out front until MCK made an unbelievable pass through the flight deck sweeper. You can see how MCK's line stays as close to the inside of the gates as possible, while everyone else goes wide, propelling him to first. Taking a second look, you can see MCK takes the shortest
Sean
distance
aka
possible from the
Trendy
south group
Orca.
to the first gate
Hell
of the
yeah,
sweeper,
Beazle
and then
drone
kept
eat
it on the
idea
inside line while
LMAO.
Maverick went wide. The other pilots pushed as hard as they could to catch up to MCK, but mistakes started to happen in the
Josh
second
G.
Google Cloud
No
Gate
more
when a
signs of the
three-way
vandalizer
midair
now.
between Maverick, Singu,
No.
and Killian slowed up their progress, leaving MCK with a stadium's worth of room in the win.
Yeah! Final! I was so nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Sudden death is exactly what it sounds like. There are no second chances in this one. Maverick with starts that are incredible. The top 2 from this will move on to finals. Let's see. Oh my goodness, the racing is so close. I don't know how to call it. Maverick coming in first, going to the Ascension Gate. They go, holding up MCK and Amari. Remember, only the top 2 will go to finals from here. Oh my goodness, Maverick with a bobble, pushing Amari and MCK into the 1-2 spot. Let's see if Maverick can pull back that position. Killian now putting himself into the mix. This is closer than I've ever seen before. MCK first, Amari second, Maverick and Killian just on the
I want to run this
Killian
course.
and Amari with a collision, pushing Maverick into second place. Can he hold off Killian? Killian is pushing hard. Killian and Maverick with a collision. Singu now in second. Then Chan Kim first. Let's see if they can hold them off. 1 and 2 will go to finals. Amari and Maverick back in a battle. MCK coming through the Pentagon Gate to the finish gate. They go. Singu in second. Bring it all the way
God, that's so
home.
badass.
MCK first in finals.
I
Singu
love the
second in
sound.
finals. That is the end.
Yeah, that guy screaming.
MCK and Singu both on
like
to the
trying to be
finals. We'll start with you. You told me that square gate has been tough.
So you guys
to
like
navigate.
this shit?
You did it to perfection. You're on
Oh,
to
yeah.
the finals. What does
It's
that
fun,
mean to
man.
you?
I've never seen anything
I just
like
tried
this.
my best, and I was so nervous because I had to get first and second, or first or second place. So, like, I think I just tried my best and then tried to go like safe with the scary gates right there.
All right, Singu, you are on to the finals as well. You had solid finishes in all 4 heats in this one. You finished second in this finals here, on to the finals. What are you feeling right now, your first DRL race to advance to the finals?
I'm feeling crazy excited. I honestly, I had a very rough start, so I I was not really expecting it, but I kept telling to myself that I could do it, try to have confidence and finish, and I think that it paid off at the end.
Carry that confidence into the finals for both of you. Congratulations, you're moving on.
They are cheering in Korea and Spain as that international flavor of our DRL season on full evidence right there. Vanover, the top qualifier out of semifinal 1, MCK and Singu will join him in the finals. The Google Cloud Gate has already proven itself to be the most critical maneuver on the track. Let's take a closer look, presented by the U.S. Air Force.
The Google Cloud Gate requires a tricky split-S maneuver through a vertical hairpin turn. The ideal line requires pilots to enter the gate high while turning in as early as possible. This carries the most momentum all the way through the exit.
Wow.
Pilots approach at an angle from the right side. They roll right and pitch up while dropping throttle to invert the drone through the top gate. They then increase throttle to accelerate through the bottom while turning right towards the next gate. Mistiming the turn can cause them to crash into the gate or force them to swing wide and overcorrect.
Billy Valentine. Turning in as early as possible.
Yeah, the one who turns in the quickest with the best line gets the quickest.
For those who conquered this course, semifinal 2 is next.
Choose your drone. Head-to-head race. It's on your cell phone. Did you see that? That was on a phone, right?
Billy Valentine. Air apexing. Crazy.
Drone Racing Arcade. Play now. Yeah, App Store and Android.
Hitting the road, not all 5G networks
There you go.
are created equal.
Any of y'all playing it yet?
More highway miles with 5G than Verizon. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone. Another reason T-Mobile is the leader in 5G.
Let's go!
Oh, that was a quick commercial. I didn't get to fucking fast forward. I kind of want you to see the advertisers though, because it promotes the blockchain, and that's exciting when you're into crypto.
Crypto is becoming the real thing.
This is DRL, the Drone Racing League.
Man, Bitcoin has to go up $250 more. We're getting closer and closer, man, to this the bull market.
Welcome back to the semifinals of Level 1 Silicon Valley. The second group of pilots take their seats in the flight deck for their chance to advance to the finals. And Jordan, I think the notable news in semifinal 2 is Halo Walker is the top qualifier of this group and eager to make an impression.
He definitely is. You know, the only other time that we saw Halo Walker in pole position was the finals of last season. And right next to Gab at that, who actually bested him in the finals. So I'm really curious to see how this rivalry pans out. And is Halo Walker going to be able to keep his nerves under wraps?
Let's go through the pilots and colors of semifinal number 2. Halo Walker from Germany flies the flashing pink drone. Gab 707 in his 7th year of DRL racing flies
7
the
years.
yellow drone. Piper flies
7
green.
years.
Alex F.
And we're hearing about this right now.
Red and blue drone.
You know?
Pavelos, the orange and white drone from Poland. And Siba FPV from the Dominican Republic flies green and white.
I mean, I knew that they were racing, but I didn't realize it was like this, man.
1.
Oh, god
Let's
damn.
knock the rust off ASAP. It looks like a false start from Halo Walker. We will confirm that later in the race. It is the flashing pink drone of Halo Walker first around the west roof. Gab in yellow with a wide turn, taking himself out. He'll have to play
shit.
up through the Google Cloud Gate. Halo Walker still just leading Alex FPV, the flashing red and blue drone.
Because Halo Walker has that potential false start, I think Alex FPV should just stick behind Halo, and as long as he's close, he'll still get that win.
Well, partner, it is confirmed. False start for Halo Walker. That is a 2-second penalty. But guess what? Alex FPV is a swing for the fences kind of guy. He would just rather win it straight up, and that's why he has moved to the front. They're already on lap number 2. Up to the south roof. Alex FPV, that flashing red and blue drone, he's leading Halo.
That's what I love about Alex FPV. He puts it all on the line and puts on a great show. He just loves a good battle.
Yeah, well, battle engaged, that's for sure. And he takes the Heat 1 win. Alex FPV first.
Golly! Good race, Halo.
Billy Valentine.
I saw it.
I see the Google gate, but where's the Bill Gates?
Paul, you better be able to start well if you want to finish well in DRL.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about starts, but if you're going to start fast, you got to start barely. Halo Walker took off just a little bit early. He preloaded that drone, and it fell off. That gave Gab a pretty good chance because at this point, Gab's going to win the race. He actually even almost passes Halo Walker into the first West group, but he smashes that drone into the pole. He absolutely obliterates it, and that leaves Halo out front, but Halo's not really out front. He false started, he's going to fall back a little bit. So really, you're looking at Alex FPV as the person that's ahead. Halo Walker was up front, and Alex used this opportunity where he went a little bit wider to cut inside him, and now he's taken the lead. Even though Halo Walker
They
still has
see
this
fishing.
time penalty,
Is everyone
Alex is
using
able
the
to
same
secure
model?
that distance out front and be able to win the race. Here he is reeling him on.
Yeah,
in.
they're all
He's
using the
saying,
same drone.
"Yeah, I know that I've already got you, but I'm going to go ahead and pass you on track, and I'm going to take the win one way or the other." And Alex can separate in style.
And I do not know the model
Alex
of drone
has booked his
that they are
spot
using.
for the finals. Not only the
But
win,
it says
but the
Dragonfly
fastest time we
drones,
have
so I
seen
figure it's a
so
Dragonfly.
far. 105.
Yeah, I could look one up. Here.
Halo Walker with the penalty in second, but a few more heats to come in semifinal number 2.
You need to buy one.
Just 2 regular heats remain, with 2 spots still up for grabs in the finals, as level 1 Silicon Valley continues.
I figure this is Dragonfly right here. Right? Say?
Billy Valentine. See it.
I don't know.
For more than 2 decades, Dragonfly has been engineering innovative UAV and AI solutions across industries in the public and private sectors. This year, we have released a new heavy-lift UAV capable of carrying more than 30 kilograms and the versatile Commander 3XL UAV that can accommodate a whole host of payloads, including our new LiDAR system. From landmine detection and EMS delivery drones deployed in Ukraine to our biometric insight AI, our reputation has been built on our commitment to engineer technology that saves time, money, and lives.
They see fishing. They drop the bombs with those.
This is DRL, the Drone Racing League.
I wonder how fast they're going.
Welcome back to Silicon Valley and PayPal Park. We're getting set for heat number 2 here in semifinal 2, and Alex FPV has already qualified for the finals. Jordan, as you know, confidence is such a huge part of this sport, and Alex FPV knows that all too well.
Yes, he does. You know, Alex before that race was looking a bit lethargic, as if the nerves were getting to him, which is very much unlike him. But he's fired up now. He got that win, and I want to see him carry that energy throughout the rest of these races.
Let's roll you.
Can't remember the guy's name that you said. Drone
Halo
race.
Walker in seat number 1 from Germany.
The guy that
flies
sent me
black
that glass.
Drone. Gab 707 from Canada flies yellow. Hyper flies green.
With the
Alex
opal in it.
FPV, the alternating red and blue drone. Pavelos from Poland, orange and white. And Siva from the Dominican Republic flies green and white. Semi-final 2, heat 2.
Ugh.
Reboot and be ready for anything. A great start by Gab in yellow. First through the U.S. Air Force gate, and he'll be first to the west roof.
Oh,
Got the flash
we'll make it full screen.
Halo Walker in second. Look at these two go. Now it's the square gate, Google Cloud gate double. Gab's out, and Halo Walker now has clean air, and he's got the bellows, the orange and white drone behind him.
Oh, that is so unlike Gab to crash 2 races in a row, but look at Halo Walker go. He just has this course down pat.
Let's be honest, some of the pilots after qualifying were like, well, I'm not sure Halo Walker can keep this up when the real racing begins. Well, guess what, world? Halo Walker proving qualifying wasn't a fluke. The Google Cloud gate again, there's the ascent gate, south roof, Halo Walker building a bigger lead.
The rest of the pilots are trying to keep up with Halo's fast times, and they're all just falling by the wayside.
All Halo as he goes through, or I should say, all hail Halo as he wins heat number 2.
Oh! So läuft der Hase. Yes! Oh! That felt good. Oh my god.
Paul, Gab does not seem to be himself this semifinals.
It's very uncharacteristic for Gab to make a mistake like a false start. He left a little bit early, but Halo Walker was still able to make a very good start as well, and he kept reeling him in all the way through the first lap. He's doing his best to get out front. You can see how Halo Walker makes that early climb, but when Gab is coming back to catch up to him, he makes a little bit of a mistake, and there he goes. But what I'm trying to figure out is why Halo Walker is so fast. So I wanted to look a little bit at his FPV. He's able to turn backwards, fly through the square gate backwards, and he keeps his momentum. He stays nice and elevated through the Google Cloud gate. And you can just see how tight he makes every single one of these turns. That's what's allowing him to get out front. He's able to keep his opponents behind him, and that's what Halo Walker needs to be able to keep asserting some dominance here. He's moving on to finals.
Gab 707 with the first launch there. What an incredible launch that was ahead of Halo Walker, but Halo Walker now right back behind him going into the square gate. Oh, Gab 707 down early, putting Halo Walker out in the lead by a good margin. Here we're going to see a chase from Puck Bellows going to the south gate, coming through the flight deck sweeper up to the north roof. Now let's see if he can close that gap on Halo Walker.
They see fishing. Thought they said Gab 707.
Let's see who can make Halo
Billy
Walker
Valentine.
make a mistake.
My drone name would be Sningleberry Fluffy Pants.
Is coming off of a mistake that he does not want to make again. Mason,
I don't think they said that. That guy's name is 707 though.
All right, Alex FPV and Pavelos back in a battle, but don't forget about Halo Walker. He is out in the lead, not to be forgotten. He is coming to that golden heat one way or another to try and get another shot at Alex FPV.
They see
Winner,
fishing.
Halo Walker.
It's Gab.
Second, Pavelos. Third, Alex FPV.
Halo Walker, you said last year was about survival. This year, you're here to win. You're showing that already. On to the finals. How does that make you feel?
It feels great. I'm carrying the momentum that I ended with last season with a heat win. Alex FPV is really going for me out there, and this Google Cloud Gate is claiming a lot of pilots. So I'm just trying to keep it clean and continue racing.
Well, in that vein, you said this year is about risk management for you. How are you able to fly so clean and avoid all that carnage?
Well, for me, it's more about track position and knowing when to push. In that previous heat, heat 1, Alex was starting to reel me in and trying to pass me, and because of my false start, I was already too far behind to catch up, so I just tried to bring it home in second.
All right, well, congrats. You're on to the finals.
Thank you very much.
Both Halo and Alex now have secured their spot in the finals. Only one spot available. If a different pilot wins heat number 3, we'll have no need of sudden death. Visit ProjectDroneGalaxy.com to join the Discord and help name DRL and Algorand's fly-to-own game. One last chance for the other pilots to avoid sudden death. Heat 3, next.
become a drone pilot. Compete like pros. Design your own drones. Race spectacular maps. This is DRL Sim. Download it. I wonder how my download's going. Hey, I've got it downloaded. Let's check it out. Even though I don't have... Oh shit. I gotta find my volume. Hold on a second. Mom's gonna be pissed. Oh my god, Mom's gonna be pissed. She's gonna be so pissed at me right now. Because I don't have access to my volume controller. Because the game is launching over the top of it. Oh, goodness gracious. The game is so cool. Look at just the video is so cool. Oh my god.
By Dragonfly, North America made and manufactured.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Billy Valentine. This whole thing is a government training chrome big time. Covered in neon and 90s haircuts.
Welcome back to Level 1 Silicon Valley.
Bro.
Which meets into semifinal 2, and both Alex
This
FPV
is
and
awesome.
Halo Walker
Oh my
have already
god.
qualified for the finals. Jordan, a lot of hype about the veterans versus the rookies this season. We saw Vanover in semifinal 1. His veteran presence has shined through. Now let's talk about that veteran presence, but also really the turnaround of Halo Walker from last year versus this year.
Halo Walker, he's comfortable now, it seems. He's just
Downloading
feeling the
maps
vibes
for
on the
offline
flight deck,
use.
and he's just grooving, and it's really showing in his flying. It's just so smooth and consistent and just level-headed.
The pilots and colors, once again, Halo fly splashing pink, Gab yellow, Hyper green, Alex FPV, the alternating red
Storing
drone,
maps.
Pavelos, orange and white, and Siba, green and white. Semifinal 2, Heat 3.
My game is loading right now.
The competition never sleeps. You gotta get through that US Air Force Cloud Gate. Guess what? Halo Walker, oh, he is gone immediately. Alex FPV, the beneficiary. He now finds himself in front as they'll head to the Google Cloud Gate. You've got Alex FPV leading, but you've got Gab and Pavelos right behind him.
Wow, that was a pretty intense crash we saw there, but Alex FPV got in the lead, and he is just doing a wonderful job keeping that lead right now. You want to keep the rest of the guys in a pack fighting each other so they have to deal with the other racers, where Alex just has clean
Halo
air.
Walker
He's
crashed
sailing through, and he's going to set a great time during this race.
I'm glad you said clean air, because for our new fans, this is the definition of that. All the pilots know when you're this far ahead, it's like almost
Beginner
having
mode,
a
intermediate
day off.
mode.
You go into your own zone. Alex FPV is definitely there around the
No
north
hardware.
route. He's going to go through the U.S. Air
Oh,
Force
there's a
Gate
no
one
hardware
final
setting
time. He knows that
on the
left turn all
game?
too well. And Alex FPV gets his second win. Gab takes second.
Work, baby! Work! That was hauling. That was hauling.
Paul, every pilot knows it's prime real estate between
Bravo
the start and that
day.
first gate.
How did the Air Force
Halo
sponsor?
Walker has this incredible line from the Pentagate up to the West Rim where he stays really high, but on that launch he stayed just a little bit too high and just early dismantled the gate.
No
first.
hardware,
We don't need
so-
those anyway.
Oh, shit, I gotta turn that down.
Thanks, Halo, but you're already moving on. Here's Hyper's perspective. We talked a lot about being out front and being able to have clear space, but this is what it looks like when you have a cacophony of drones flying around in front of you. It's super distracting and it makes it very hard to fly your line cleanly. But Alex FPV had that nice space out front and he reels it in for the win.
Leaderboard, Alex with his
Wow.
2 wins confirms his ticket to the finals. Halo Walker there as well. Out of this sudden death, there are 4
Yeah.
pilots and only 1 will advance. Jordan, the North Roof maneuver is one of the key differentiators on the track. Give us a closer look, presented by the U.S. Air Force.
The north roof is an ascending clockwise U-turn over an angled beam. To execute the turn, pilots approach wide on the left and momentarily drop throttle while they roll right and pitch down aggressively. They then increase throttle as they roll left to level out and head towards the U.S. Air Force Gate. The fastest line requires pilots to cross over the beam near the highest point, where there is the least amount of clearance. This can give them an edge, but increase their chance of crashing. A safer option is to cross lower around the beam, where there's more clearance, but is slower.
We are going into sudden death. Sudden death.
Jordan, you perhaps know Gab better than anyone else on this planet. I wonder if you know the stat I'm about to throw at you. 7 times last season, Gab advanced out of sudden death to make the finals.
Oh, I believe it. If there's anyone in this world right now that can win the sudden death, it's Gab 707. And just looking at the scoreboard, Hyper has DNF'd every time. Seba has DNF'd. I mean, they've all DNF'd a bunch. And if there's a veteran out there that can pull this off, it's Gab.
Semi-final 2, sudden death. Winning is the only acceptable exit strategy. Gab 707 in yellow right there as he'll be first to the west room, but he's closely followed by Seba. Oh my goodness! The veteran Gab takes himself out. 2 pilots down. That means you've got Hyper in green and Pavelos in orange and white. The only 2 up, fighting for 1 spot in the finals.
Oh man, what an unfortunate mid-air for those 2, but let's look at the race right here. Pavelos and Hyper. Pavelos seems like he's slowly walking away with every single turn. He's just got to keep his nerve. You know, when you're in this moment, it's sudden death, and you're in the lead, you just have to breathe. Make sure you can...
Oh no, Pavelos is out! Hyper, the only pilot left. All he needs to do is stay in the air, and Hyper will advance out of semifinal number 2. Talk about nerves, the rookie with his chance. Everyone in Melbourne, Florida standing up because Hyper will move on.
Woo! When it counts, when it counts.
Call sudden death
Billy
is never
Valentine.
easy.
That dude sucks. Crashed every time because the announcer keeps psyching him out by talking him up.
This is now a huge opportunity for him to reel in this entire race, but he does not capitalize on that advantage very well, because when he goes through the passage in the West Room, he and Seba collide, and you can see sparks in the background as those drones are absolutely done for the night. They did their best, but they pushed a little bit too hard. Oh, look at that! His drone is on fire and not in the good way. Then we get down to the Google Cloud Gate, where Pavelos comes through and takes himself out of the race way out front. That leaves Hyper by himself, just doing his victory lap, winning his first DRL race, and moving on to his first finals.
Looking at those final results of semifinal 2, credit of course to Alex FPV, Halo Walker, and Hyper, but a note, the man in 5th right there, Gab 707, this will be the first IRL finals in his career that he will not be a part of. The finals are set. These pilots now race 6 regular heats to qualify for the winner-take-all golden heats. When we return.
Going into this season, I feel like there's a lot of unfinished business from last season. At the end of the day, my goal is to be the world champion, and I'm not going to always be fully satisfied unless I'm on the top spot.
I'm playing simulator till like 1 a.m. and I'm going to field at like 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. I'm practicing 3 times more than other people.
I'm planning to pick up where I left off at last year's Vegas Championship race. Last year was just about survival. This year I'm here to win.
I'm very good at being there no matter what the pressure is, no matter how many upsets there are. You can always count on a good race for me. 7 years of 707, you know?
I'm pretty confident. I know I can do it. I'm training for this. I'm practicing for this, like every day.
I'm fully expecting I'm going to be competing for the top this season, especially with hybrid and everything. It's a really unique skill set required to do well. I think I'm uniquely positioned to excel at everything that we're going to be doing this year.
Being honest, I just want to win. I don't care if I have to train every single day at 6 a.m. I will do anything just to win.
I feel confident in my abilities to beat a lot of the pilots. I've been putting in a lot of work and a lot of practice, so I just feel confident.
These guys literally got their names by racing me. This isn't the first time I've raced them. I'm not really scared to race anybody.
The opportunity to be here is like such a privilege. So many pilots would wish to be here. I really want to show that I'm worthy.
I'm 100% committed that I will win every race out there. So if you like to root for a winner, then you probably should root for me.
To be an elite drone racer is a mindset. It's I need to be there. It's not I want to be there. It's not I hope to be there. It's I need to be there. I do deserve to be in DRL. The amount of time I put in should speak for itself.
I love how they all have like serious faces.
DRL fans, how are you feeling?
The boxers or something.
It's time to get excited for a night of drone racing.
I think we're ready for some racing. What do you guys think?
It's gonna be close. This is DRL, the Drone Racing League. Welcome back to Level 1 Silicon Valley. It is time for the finals. The 6 pilots who have earned their way here now take their place in the
Billy
flight deck.
Valentine.
Now here in the finals,
Jesus,
there are
is this a
6
world election?
regular heats.
Do these
Win
kids
any
have
one of them
campaign
if you're
mana?
in the golden heat. Once we get to the golden heat, it is winner take all. Whoever finishes first will be the level champion. Jordan, I think it's safe to say, and our longtime DRL fans, I hope, will agree with me. In this final of Level 1, all roads
This is like
lead through
every
Vanover.
kid in
They really do. You know, Vanover dominated all 3 of his semifinal heats, and I think he's going to be able to carry that momentum into these finals. But, you know, there are also some heavy hitters that are going to be chasing him down. There's Alex FPV, there's Halo Walker, there's MCK. Let's not forget about those guys, because it's a pretty heated battle down there, but I think Vanover's going to be able to pull through.
Let's give you the pilots and colors for our finals of Level 1. Vanover, the 2019 DRL World Champ, will fly the flashing disco drone. Alex FPV, the alternating red and blue. Halo Walker from Germany, the flashing pink. Singu from Spain flies orange. Hyper, the rookie, flies green. MCK FPV from Korea flies purple.
9, 8,
Purple.
Finals, Heat 1.
5, 4.
Same stakes as always, so step up through the U.S. Air Force gate. Great start by Vanover, the disco drone, that flashing white drone in front. Halo Walker, the flashing pink in second, and Halo coming up on Vanover. And they take each other out, but a great recovery by Halo and Vanover. Now you've got Singu, who's gone down, the beneficiary of all that. Alex FPV, the red and blue drone.
Wow, that was a lot to keep track of, but Alex FPV came out unscathed. He's in clean air now, but there is a big pack behind him chasing him down.
You've got Alex FPV, the red and blue drone, in first, but right behind him, Halo Walker flashing pink and the purple drone of MCK. Already on lap number 2, the top 3 through the Google Cloud Gate. Now they are up to the south roof. Alex FPV, it is a minuscule and precarious lead, but he's protecting it as they go up to the north roof. Now he's got a little bit of distance to second, but look at this finish. He's gonna have to make a great left turn, and he does. Stretching his lead out, it is Alex FPV with the win.
I love his screams.
That was good race. That was good race. Paul, it always seems like in the finals, you just have to be so particular.
All these guys are packed up so tight, and when they went through the square gate, we had a big mid-air collision between our 2 leaders, Halo Walker and Vanover. Singyu bounces off the Google Cloud Gate, and everybody is just making a crazy mess all the way through. Here's where we lost MCK. He was chasing down our leaders, came out of the second gate in the sweeper, and boom, he is out of there. That leaves Alex FPV out front with Halo Walker and the rest chasing him, and he sends it into the finish to clock his way into the Golden Heat.
Finals Heat 1 underway. We saw a bobble from Alex FPV on the start. Halo Walker and Vanover in a battle for the lead. Here, right on top of each other, mid-air, pushing Alex FPV to the front after the Google Cloud Gate. You have Alex FPV first, Hyper second, and the green drone. MCK and Halo Walker in the battle for the 2-3 position right now. Can either of them reel in Alex FPV? Looks like there's a closing gap there. MCK, Halo Walker right on top of each other. Halo Walker making up ground over Alex FPV. Halo Walker possibly going for the pass. Looks like Alex holding off. Watch out for mid-air is here in the Google Cloud Gate. Oh, and they all are able to come out with no contact. Alex FPV, MCK. If there's somebody I know Alex FPV wants to be, it's MCK. Looks like MCK goes down after a collision. Alex FPV first after holding off MCK. Halo Walker in second. And after another one, Alex FPV brings home first. Halo Walker second. Hyper third.
Alex, you punched your ticket to the Golden Heat. You let out a lot of emotion there. What are you feeling?
Oh, you know, we were talking about this a little bit before, but it's crazy from our side. You know, we dedicate our lives to being good at this. This is something that started out as a hobby, but through passion and tons of drive and hard work, you know, we've got to where we are here. So to come out and capitalize on that and to make it into the Golden Heat, we're here for the main show. It just doesn't get any better than this.
Absolutely, and harnessing that adrenaline, harnessing those nerves, and avoiding all the midair and all of the carnage. How were you able to do that and have a clean race?
Just go out there and run my own race. You know, we've heard a world champion say it, Nerd, a lot of love for the guy, but, you know, he says, go out there, run your own race, and whatever happens, happens. I would be way more happy with getting second because I wasn't as fast as first than taking myself out of the race. So just trying to do that more in my drone racing, and it's showing off, I think.
It certainly is. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's how much winning in DRL matters. The excitement from Alex FPV. There's a lot to pay attention to in the finals. His win definitely gets him in the Golden Heat, but if you do get 2 seconds, Halo Walker now has 1. That also will get you to the Golden Heat. Download the Drone Racing Arcade, a fun, free, and easy-to-play drone racing mobile game on iOS and Android. To become the level champ, you need to win the Golden Heat. But first, you have to get there. Alex just did. The other pilot's next chance to join him, coming up.
The Algorand ecosystem is where monumental change takes shape. So come transform the world with us on Algorand.
The Drone Racing League, brought to you by Algorand, the world's most powerful and sustainable blockchain. By T-Mobile, stay connected with more 5G bars in more places. and by Points Cash. Freedom to pay your way. Welcome back to the finals of Level 1. Alex FPV won heat number 1 and has already secured his spot in the winner-take-all Golden Heat. Let's talk about Alex, partner, because if he gets in a groove and it seems like he's there, he can be as dangerous as anybody.
Oh yeah, I mean, in his own words, Alex FPV, he's vibing, baby. And he's comfortable, he's feeling good, he's having good battles, you know, and having those battles just fills you up with adrenaline, and he's capitalizing on that and using that momentum to win races.
Pilots and colors: Vanover, the disco drone; Alex, alternating red and blue; Halo, flashing pink; Singu, orange; Hyper, green; MCK, purple. Final, Heat 2. Innovate. Okay, left behind. Look at that start from Vanover. The flashing disco drone from the first podium. He's got some real estate to play with. Now they'll go back down to the field level, the square gate followed by the Google Cloud gate. This is Vanover's race to lose so far. Clean air out front up to the south group.
Looks like we're having a little bit of contact in the back there, which is just giving Vanover even more clean air. This is what Vanover needs. He just needs some space to himself, get a run in, feel good about this.
Well, he's not going to feel good when he's told that he's going to get a 2-second penalty for a false start. So he's got to keep building on that lead. He's got MCK, the purple drone, behind him. Halo Walker, the flashing pink drone, in second. If MCK can keep it close, he'll finish second, but get the win. None of these pilots know that at this point. Vanover has to push, 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 and he's doing that indeed around the north roof, and he may just have that 2-second gap. Here comes Vanny. Start counting. Vanover in first, MCK second. Was the gap big enough?
I hit meteor. I pulled a Halo. I slipped off the stand. Yeah. Let's go, baby. I was like, let's go. I was like second or third. Ah.
Oh. Paul Vanover finished 1.97 seconds ahead of MCK, so MCK gets the win.
It's an impressive gap to come in first, nearly 2 seconds ahead of everybody else, but it's not quite enough when you jump the gun. Vanover bobbles and is forced to launch early, and as a result, he's going to be assessed a full 2-second time penalty at the end of this heat. So he's got to put in some work, and put in work he did. With no distractions in front and the course to himself, Vanover is able to push and extend that lead as much as he can. But a full 2 seconds is a big ask when you're competing against the best in the world. Don't get me wrong, he almost does it, but 1.97 seconds ahead is 3/100ths too slow. So MCK in second is credited with the win.
Here's our leaderboard. MCK will advance to the Golden Heat. Alex already in there. Now we've got 2 pilots with seconds, Halo Walker and Vanover. If they get another one in the next 4 heats, they'll be in the Golden Heat as well. South Korean MCK is one of the most highly anticipated rookies in DRL history. He just qualified for his first ever Golden Heat. Let's take a closer look at his passion for FPV. This is Why He Flies, presented by Dragonfly.
Hi, I'm MCK FPV, and this is my first season of DRL.
Don't let anybody be fooled. MCK is not a rookie to this sport.
MCK is probably one of the most accomplished racers outside of DRL.
Since beginning, I always wanted to be a champion of the DRL.
MCK is someone we're gonna really want to keep our eyes on. He is a rookie this year, but that doesn't mean he's really a rookie in drone racing.
Like first race, I think I tried to go too much fast. Oh, I think if I don't crash, I think I was gonna beat everyone. I think the only way to get faster is practice. I'm practicing like 3 times more than other people. Making excuse when you lose, that means you didn't practice enough. When I get stressed from school or studying, when I fly FPV with my goggles on, stress is all gone. That's why I really like FPV.
Well, we've made a big deal, Jordan, about the number of rookies coming into this season, and the guy who probably had the biggest target, let's say, or the most expectations is this man, MCK.
Yeah, MCK has been absolutely
Billy Valentine.
in the amateur
The
league.
ego on
So
these
he was
kids has to be
very
colossal.
anticipated
A
coming into
fucking
this.
expose
It looks
on
like
each
it's taken
pilot.
a second
Shit,
for him to get his
man.
groove, but you know, that's a big burst of just self-confidence that he has. So I want to see how he does in these next few heats, gearing up, getting ready for that golden heat.
9, 8, 7,
Finals,
6,
Heat
5,
3.
4.
Always best to lead by example. Vanover with the whole shot again. Doesn't seem like this time he will be penalized. Is there through the west roof? Vanover the flashing disco drone right behind him. Halo Walker the flashing cake drone.
Vanover's trying to get a big lead right now so he can get that win, get into the golden heat, and he's starting to pull away a bit right now from Halo Walker and Alex FPV, but I say they're pulling away, but they're kind of still stuck to him, aren't they?
No, absolutely. Alex FPV's in second right there, and he's trying to become Vanover's shadow. Vanover through that square gate heads to the Google Cloud gate. That's the one that's taken a lot of pilots out. Oh, Alex with a surge. He isn't able to pass Vanover there, but he's proving his worth as Vanover just in front of Alex.
Vanover just needs one more second to move on to that golden heat. So
Alex is down! Forget second. Vanover's going to get the win of heat number 3. Halo gets a second, which means he will advance to the golden heat with 2 seconds. Oh, a lot of action in that one.
It was awesome to see this early battle between Vanover and Halo Walker. Halo Walker has this great line where he comes out of the Air Force gate and stays really high to the west roof. He actually makes up a big chunk of distance and starts to bring Vanover into contention. However, Vanover is able to make a much sharper turn through the square gate and starts to build that lead back out front. We also lose MCK. He actually doesn't go down, but he gets back up and he's way far in the back. Now the battle is between Vanover and Alex FPV. Alex FPV makes this amazing Google Cloud pass and pushes it out front. So now it's neck and neck. They're battling back and forth, and Alex has to do everything he can to keep Vanover in play. But he cuts it a little bit too short through the north roof, loses that drone, and that leaves Vanover out front. Vanover just has space at this point. He can relax a little bit, just walk it on in for the win. But don't forget about second place, because Halo Walker had already gotten the second one, so that moves him on to the golden heat.
Finals Heat 3 is off. We have 2 winners, Alex FPV and MCK, and both of those, the pressure is lifted off. So we're going to see some crazy lines. It's going to be from those 2 pilots. But somebody else who may see some crazy lines from is Vanover. He is coming off.
This is not easy with the key.
But he got pushed down into second from his false start. We have Alex FPV maybe 15 feet behind him. Halo Walker equally so. After lap 1, we have Vanover, Alex, and Halo.
It's kind of fun so far.
Back to the roof they go. Let's see if Alex FPV can reel, and that he does. Coming down to the square here, we're going to see who has been practicing more.
I need to
Alex
move.
gets a foreground and even more. Going through the ascension gate, he goes up to the roof. Let's see who's got the better line. Who's been doing that studying? I believe they both have. But who can pull it all together here? One more 180 they do. Oh, it's going to be close. Alex FPV actually goes down. Vanover and first.
Dude, if I could change my camera view. Oh my god.
4 pilots are already in. Vanover,
Yes.
MCK, Alex, and Halo. They know they're moving on to the golden heat. Just halfway through the finals, and the winner-take-all golden heat is getting crowded. Heat 4 is next.
God, this helps so good. I missed that.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman. kicking your butt.
Killing people in other countries.
I'm General C.Q. Brown
You're
Jr.
a piece of shit.
Come join us.
You're a fucking piece of shit.
The drone racing.
Fuck you. I hate everything you're about.
I love how they brought the race thing into it.
They see fishing. Facts nay. They see fishing. So you blow kids up cool.
Dude, keyboard is not easy.
Welcome back to PayPal Park. We're halfway through
Billy
the finals of
Valentine.
Level 1 Silicon
That was
Valley,
the
and
shittiest,
already
scariest, most
4
cowardly
pilots
ad I've
are
ever
in the
seen.
Golden Heat. Alex, Halo, MCK, and Vanover.
Right now,
Jordan, 3 heats, 4 pilots.
That's pretty
The
good.
Golden Heat's getting crowded.
It's getting real crowded out there, you know, and from a strategy standpoint, what do you do once you're in the Golden Heat this early
God
on and
damn
it's
it.
already that crowded? What I'm thinking, I'm trying to get my momentum going. For example, Alex FEV, he had that first win
I'm
and then
really
he had a
having a hard
bunch of
time
DNF, so he's kind of got to get his groove back, getting geared into the finals. Vanover is heating up right now, so you know you're trying to keep your enemies back and get your groove back into the game.
Our pilots in colors. Vanover, the 2019 DRL World Champ, flies the flashing disco drone. Alex FPV, alternating red and blue. Halo Walker, the flashing pink. Singu, orange. Hyper,
I
green,
can't see.
MCK FPV, purple.
When you start going forward, you can't see.
Heat 4.
That's the weirdest thing. What good is that?
Prove your worth like a unicorn.
What good is it if it makes you look
US Air
down?
Force gates. And now it's up to the West Troop.
When you start
Got
going
the
forward.
familiar sight of the disco drone of Vanover, the red and blue drone of Alex FPV, and the flashing pink
see
drone
what
of
I'm
Halo
doing.
Walker, all in front.
That is
Looks
so
like
weird.
Vanover and Alex FPV were hit props there a little too close together during that straightaway. And Halo Walker is just, he's kind of found something right now. He's going so fast that I think Vanover might have trouble catching up.
Halo Walker, you talk in the courtship about finding your place and building towards the goal. Oh! Halo Walker went haywire as he takes himself out of the Western. So does Vanover is down. Now you've got MCK, you've got Singu, and Alex FPV, the only drones up. MCK, the purple drone in front.
Now, if I'm MCK and Alex FPV, I'm just thinking keep Singu out of this Golden Heat. You don't want that Golden Heat any more crowded than it already is.
Oops.
MCK runs it into the finish, gets his second win. Let's go!
You can't hear anybody else clapping. It's so
was on the
pathetic.
menu in this one.
This
The
race
one guy
started
clapping
off
for
with
himself.
some insane battles. You can see Halo Walker
man,
is
come
in
on.
third through the west roof, but then he comes out at first. He's able to take it a little bit shorter by going higher through that column up there. He carries his lead into the Google Cloud Gate, and you can see that's where we lose Hyper. His drone just blinks out, he's gone. Next up, Halo Walker has carried out his lead, but he cuts it a little bit
Oh,
too
you gotta
hard
go
to the
down.
west roof, and his drone is out of business.
What a
That
crazy.
puts
It shows you
Vanover
what
out
to do.
front, but he turns in and smashes into the ground. That takes our
That
2
smashes
leaders
into
out
the
of this
ground.
race, and now it's up to the rest of them to figure out how to take it home. This is Singu's view of the 2 leaders, MCK and Alex, as they try to find their way to the end. He's doing everything he can to reel them in. He's keeping it wide on the right side, coming through the Air Force gates, coming into the finish. He just can't do anything to catch up to them. It's brutal, but MCK with his second win, putting him to the Golden Heat.
Finals Heat 4, through the Pentagon Gate they go up to the roof. Vanover coming off of a win here. And let's see if Halo Walker has an answer. It looks like he does, actually first to this
I need to be
square
out in a
gate.
wide open space.
Oh, Alex FPV with a bobble.
To
Vanover
learn how to
right on
fly
top
this
of
thing.
Halo Walker. And Vanover, to my knowledge, has never
I mean, I don't know, maybe
lost
this
a
is
heat
the best
Halo
way to
Walker
learn.
IRL. We'll just see the first
me.
time Halo Walker holds off the 2019
Rob
World
Walden.
Champions
Looks
in real
pretty
life.
cool.
You guys are about to see it in
Let me
person
try another.
in San Jose, in Silicon Valley. Halo Walker with a sizable lead actually goes down. Vanover putting that pressure on Halo Walker. Hey, Vanover goes down. Now here's a battle I want to see. 3 drones on top of each other. MCK with a better Google Cloud section. He's holding them off to the roof. MCK was waiting for this moment. He wants
This game's pretty cool. I know once I get a control, I like it better.
Pressure, but MCK is running away with it. Here come through the Pentagon Gate, through the straightaway. MCK waited for his moment, and he got your
There's
winner.
definitely a learning curve.
Heat 4, MCK.
MCK proving he is a fast learner as he's atop the board. His 2 wins, of course, have him with 3 other pilots advancing to the Golden Heat: Vanover, Alex, and Halo. 2 heats remain, and 2 pilots still trying to earn their spot in the Golden Heat as the finals of Level 1 Silicon Valley continue.
Camera tilt 30%. What's that?
Hitting the road,
Camera,
not all 5G networks
field of view.
are created equal.
What's
T-Mobile
that?
covers more highway miles with 5G than Verizon. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone. Another
Let's see what
reason
that
T-Mobile
is.
the
Maybe
leader
that'll
in
help me.
5G.
Because I can't see when I start going forward. Can't turn around to back up.
Billy Valentine.
Can't back up.
Some dude just tried to pressure wash my retaining walls. Bitch, it's 20 D's out, you broke turd wad. Fuck outta here.
This is DRL, the Drone Racing League.
I'd want to fly around here because I figure I can learn how to fly a little better with a little headroom, you know?
Welcome back to Silicon Valley in the finals of Level 1 with just 2 more regular heats of racing remaining. There really are only 2 pilots that haven't qualified for the Golden Heat. That is Hyper and Singu. Jordan, let's talk about one of the pilots that has been putting on a show, MCK. He's not only conquering the competition, he's
Why was
conquering
it so
the
much
course
harder before?
and his nerves.
Now it's the field of view, bro. It makes it so much easier.
Nerve-wracking place to be. You're in the very back starting position-wise, so you got to make up a bit of space there. And you know he's still getting used to these Racer 4s. He's getting used to DRL, all of it. So he's done a wonderful job of warming up, and it looks like he's really starting to get there.
Final Heat 5. Conquer the present to get your shot at the future. They're all through the U.S. Air Force Gate, now up to the west room. The flashing drone of Vanover in front, the blue and red drone of Alex FPV right there, and guess what? The flashing pink of Halo as well. A common sight at the beginning of these races, but who will be able to hang on? Vanover still in the lead.
A very common sight indeed, but you know, they're so close together at this point. There's major risk of mid-airs like we've seen in previous heats. So Vanover, if he wants to stay in the lead, he's got to pull away and get himself some clean air.
Alex does not want that to happen, however. He is pushing the base. Look at Halo! What a move as Halo surges to try to get to the front, but it's Alex FPV, at least for a moment. Vanover, though, the flashing drone, has moved back into the lead.
Uh-oh, looks like Halo made a little mistake there. Sent him back a second, but Alex coming in hard on Vanover.
Halo and Alex made contact. Vanover doesn't know, doesn't care, as Vanover gets another heat win.
Oh man, good battle.
Let's go, baby.
Dude, he wasn't even in the same race as I was.
I'm sorry.
Wasn't even in the same race as I was.
I'm sorry. These guys over here, a lot of energy. Let's go.
I got him. We had a 3-way battle. It was pretty sick.
Paul, as you well know, good starts are all about the 7th.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at Halo Walker's view from the start here. He has these guys battling in and out of them, but they're all on top of each other, and it's so hard to tell who's in front, who's in back, who's above each other, who's below each other. But they just have to fly their own race and ignore everybody that's around them and just get through the track. This is where Vanover makes a big pass on everybody. He cuts in. You can see how close he stays to that pillar and carries his momentum through. Alex had to make a couple little corrections, and that's what put Vanover in front. But Vanover stayed up front. Alex and Halo Walker were battling for it, and Halo Walker just sits down on top of Alex and punts him out of the race. And afterwards, you can see that they are not exactly stoked with each other.
Were you?
Alex is just absolutely upset. Halo Walker's going to come over to him in a second and be like, "No, sorry, didn't see you there."
Halo Walker, you have 3 second-place finishes, so you've already punched your ticket to the Golden Heat, but is it weighing on you that you haven't finished first here in the finals?
It is a little bit, to be honest. I think if with one first, I should be P2 for the Golden Heat. I'm feeling good right now. I'm battling with Vanover and Alex. Basically every heat. We're having the time of our lives right now, and it's a lot of fun.
You guys do look like you are having a lot of fun, but this is a tough course. What part of the course is giving you the most trouble?
I think it's the Google Cloud Gate. It's really hard. We're going in with a lot of speed, and then it's the tightest turn, I think, and the most technical element here.
All right, well, you're on anyway. Good luck.
Thank you.
We've got 4 pilots, the same 4 we've been mentioning, that are in the Golden Heat. It comes down to win or go home for Hyper and Singu. Want to support your favorite pilot from home? Just head over to shopdrl.io to grab jerseys and the latest gear from DRL. One last chance to book a ticket to the Golden Heat. The decisive Heat 6 is next.
Oh my God. It's actually a good practice track right here. I finished my first heat.
For more than 2 decades, Dragonfly has been engineering innovative UAV and
Mission
AI solutions
complete.
across industries in the public and private sectors.
not easy,
this year,
but
we have released a new heavy
getting a little better with the
UAV
controllers.
capable of carrying
Just
more
using
than
my
30
keyboard.
kilograms, and the versatile Commander 3XL UAV that can accommodate a whole host of payloads, including our new LiDAR system. From landmine detection and EMS delivery drones deployed in Ukraine to our biometric insight AI, our reputation has been built
Hold
on our
any button to
commitment to
skip.
engineer technology that saves time, money, and lives.
This is the joint destination.
This is DRL, the Drone Racing League. Welcome back to Silicon Valley. Only one more chance here in the finals of Level 1 for Hyper and Singu to earn their way into the Golden Heat. So, Jordan, just describe the pressure that is on their shoulders.
Oh yeah, these guys, they're both rookies. This is their very first level in DRL, and that's definitely weighing on them. But looking at their times, they both have the ability, absolutely, to get a first place
This is
win
really
coming
weird.
into Heat 6. So for them, they've just got to breathe, relax, and be confident in themselves that they can get this.
Pilots and colors again. Vanover, the disco flashing drone. Alex alternating red and blue. Halo flashing pink. Singu orange. Hyper green. And MCK purple. Finals. Heat 6.
5, 4.
Last chance to make sure you get the ultimate chance. As they head for the West Group, you've got the familiar faces of Vanover, the flashing drone, Alex in red and blue, they're there, and guess what? Halo Walker, the flashing pink as well. Oh, but Alex and Halo, again with the contact, they are gone, it seems, and now Vanover, the flashing disco drone, in front again.
So it's all up to Vanover right now to keep Singu out of this, because if Singu gets a first place here, he's also going to be in that goalie heat, and that goalie heat just gets even more crowded.
Yeah, Vanover trying to protect that house, meaning the goal heat. Singu in orange in second. It has to be a win for Singu. So if Vanover makes any sort of mistake out front, the door will swing open for Singu in orange. Vanover trying to keep him at bay. He's done it so many times before. Vanover already with 2 wins. He looks like he's on his way to win number 3. Singu won't make it, but Vanover proved why he is a DRL world champion.
I tried to.
Woo! Paul, Halo, and Alex have some kind of weird magnetism going on.
Yeah, our 3 main contenders are Vanny, Halo, Alex. They all go through the square again at about the same time, but once again, Halo Walker sits down on top of Alex and knocks both of them out of the race. It's never something that you want to see, but it's not something that you can control. You can only see forward in FPV drones, just like Singu sees Vanover here. This is Singu's last opportunity to get into the Golden Heat, and he did a great job of staying in contention and chasing Vanover down, but he couldn't quite reel him in. Vanover is one of the best in the world, if not the best, and it's so hard to chase him down. But here goes Vanover into the finish, sealing the deal and locking it to just 4 pilots in the Golden.
Heat 6. This is everyone's last shot at finals. I know Hyper wants in. I know Singu wants in. Let's see if they can push themselves up into those top positions. Looks like Singu just did actually, chasing down Vanover now. MCK third and Vanover out in front. Hyper seems to have fallen back. Alex is the same. But now, if there is any time for Singu to push and give it everything he has, it is right now. So everybody, if you're watching, we need to cheer on Singu. If you want him in that Golden Heat, he needs to hear the crowd screaming for him. Now looks like Vanover is holding him off right now. MCK also chasing down Singu, going to the Google Cloud gate. Singu making up some ground. There's only a few turns left. Let's see if he can bring it home. This second place actually could move him up a position if he's able to hold it on. I believe this would put him up into 5th place overall instead of 6th place overall. So if I were Singularity, I would be hoping I could bring it home, and that he does. Vanover first, Singu second, and MCK third in Heat 6.
The leaderboard leading into the Golden Heat, the same 4 pilots that have been there since Heat number 3 will race to decide who will win level 1. Vanover, MCK, Alex, or Halo. It all comes down to this. 4 pilots, 1 heat. Who is made to win? The Golden Heat is coming up.
Low radio signal. Come on. It's hilarious.
The Drone Racing League, brought to you by Google Cloud. By Dragonfly, North America made and manufactured drone and AI solutions. And by the U.S. Air Force. Aim high. Welcome back. For the conclusion of Level 1 Silicon Valley, it is time for the first Golden Heat of the season Jordan, we began the finals talking about how all roads would lead through Vanover, and guess what? We were pretty right.
Yeah, we were. Vanover has been the most consistent throughout these finals. He only has one DNF out there. The rest of the guys have 2 or more. And this is the highest pressure moment. It's winner take all. So if anyone can handle this pressure and stay on the right line, it's Vanny.
Alex also seems to be handling the pressure well. Thanks to Dragonfly's vital intelligence technology, we can see his heart rate is staying below 100 just before the most important race of the night. Let's give you the colors and our pilots
They're
for
fucking
this
seeing their heart
first
rate.
Golden Heat of the new season. Vanover on podium 1 flies the flashing disco drone. MCK FPV from Korea, the purple drone on podium 3. Alex FPV, the alternating red and blue drone on podium 5. And Halo Walker from Germany, the flashing pink drone on podium 6. Finally, Golden Heat. 5, 4. Who will reign supreme in Silicon Valley? Another great hole shot for Vanover in the disco drone. He's out in front through the west roof, now down to that square gate, Google Cloud Gate combo. Vanover in first, the red and blue of Alex FPV right there fighting with Halo Walker for second. You've got a DNF for MCK. He's an early crash. Vanover slightly in the lead.
Oh, looks like it had a little midair between Halo Walker and Vanover, so there's a bit of a mix-up. But, you know, I have a feeling Vanover's going to reel him in.
Guess what? Halo Walker's got different designs on this one. Great turn by Alex FPV, pushing the front. Now he's in the lead. Alex FPV, the red-blue drone, passes both Vanover and Halo. Vanover looks to be off course. So now 2 are fighting for this win. It's Alex and Halo. Alex FPV will go the distance. Alex FPV wins level 1.
Let's go! Red Bull, baby! Woo!
Good race, Tintin. Much respect, man. Much respect.
Someone hit me at the start. I don't know who it was.
You may have started it, but I'm coming to finish it. Oh.
Paul MCK didn't do himself any favors early.
Nope, MCK instead did big favors for Alex FPV by giving him the inside line through the Pentagate.
So yeah, the buttons
Alex
are.
FPV
It's
had
gonna
that
be a little
inside
easier
line,
with
which
the.
meant MCK was effectively
with the joystick.
underneath Alex, which exposes MCK's
The
propellers
buttons are kind of
to
fun
Alex's
though.
drone.
I'm not
which
bad
keeps
with
Alex's
buttons on.
props protected. This means that it's much more
Not
likely
bad.
for MCK to lose out
Get
in a
used
midair
to it.
collision, and that's exactly
Until I
what
get my
happens.
controller.
MCK is out of the race.
Oh yeah, that'll be
Out
all
front,
it is.
Halo Walker is chasing Vanover first place. Vanover holds the
Ah,
lead
man,
until the
keyboard.
first pass through the south group, where Halo is able to close up the gap a little bit, and the 2 have a small midair. This brings Alex FPV back into contention, a split second covering the 3 in this epic battle. Alex has already gone through MCK, so why not 2 more? Alex FPV makes 2 passes in 2 gates.
Billy
First, Vanover
Valentine.
goes a little wide
It
to the
sucks
square
how
gate
Let's
while
Go
Alex
has been
keeps it
adopted as a
clean.
mainstream expression
Next,
of happiness.
Alex cuts the cloud gate
Kind of
insanely
disgusting.
tight and makes the pass on Halo Walker, putting himself in the lead. Alex took control of the race, dispatched all of the other 3 competitors one by one, and brings it home for the
Outside
first
the
level
road.
win of the season.
Boy, those birds.
And it's the Golden Heat here at level 1 they go. MCK down early, and that leaves just 3. We have our podium locked in. The positions we do not know. We have right now Vanover. Oh my goodness, Halo with a pass over Alex FPV in the Google Cloud, leaving Vanover in front with a lead, but a small one at that. Halo making up ground over Vanover. And again, we're back in that same position I told you before. Has Vanover ever lost to Halo? I don't think so, but now this is the time for Halo to do it. I know that. Up to the roof they go. Halo, a successfully making the pass over Vanover. Alex FPV now making the pass over Vanover as well. To the Google Cloud section they go. Alex FPV making the pass over Halo Walker. To the roof they go. Coming down. This is coming down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Vanover out. Halo Walker trying to make a last push over Alex FPV. Can he get it? Coming down the straightaway they go. Alex FPV in first, and Alex, your level 1 winner.
Alex, the level 1 Silicon Valley champion. How does that sound?
I'll tell you, it's my second level win, IRL and DRL, and it just keeps getting better, I'll tell you.
What do you think was the key moment in this race for you?
When I knew that I had the speed early on in finals, but a wise man once told me you got to peak at the right time. So I knew, I had a lot of speed coming into it, but I didn't want to use up all my energy, so I was just kind of letting it happen. And then at the end, the last 2 heats of finals, I told myself, like, all right, this is the time we need to peak. And I just, went for it. I went out there and flew, and if it was going to happen, it was going to happen. And if it wasn't, it wasn't. And today it happened.
It certainly did. Was that the best split S you've ever done in that Google Cloud Gate?
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. That was inspired from something way bigger than me. Going on to lap 2 and just seeing 2 quads in front of you, it feels like it's over. And then you have that one hard flick of the stick through the split S gate, and you're back in it. It was something that words can't describe, for sure.
For sure. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We won't let you fly into the
Well,
water.
that move and others gets him to the top of the podium. This is what it looks like here at Level 1 Silicon Valley. Alex FPV, your winner. Halo Walker, second. And Vanover in third.
Me, I'm in my
Vanover didn't win the level, but his winning time of 105.3 in Heat 5 was the U.S. Air Force fastest.
Billy Valentine.
Awesome.
Sounds like Ricky Bobby.
After
I don't know
level 1,
what to
our
do with
season
my
standings
hands.
Look like this. Remember, of course, making it to the Golden Heat matters, but wins matter more. Alex earns 25 points, Halo Walker 20, and Vanover sits in third with 16.
Congratulations to the level 1 Silicon Valley champion, Alex
Go right into the water.
FPV.
That does it for Level 1 Silicon Valley. Congrats again to Alex FPV. Follow DRL on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and subscribe on YouTube. For Jordan Temkin, Paul Nurkla, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Craig Hummer. Thanks for watching. This is a copyrighted broadcast of Drone Racing League Incorporated. May not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed.
Uh-oh. I don't hear that.
Uh,
I don't want to hear
well,
that.
you should have said it at the beginning.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, really, right?
I didn't hear anything anyways. I don't think it actually happened.
What happened to my drone? Oh, I clicked off. Look at sunset. Look at that. Here, check this game. Check this
Billy
game out.
Valentine. He answers your question when it's too late.
I know, right?
That's what I said.
Maybe they don't mind. Maybe they just put that in there. It didn't really mean anything. Maybe they don't actually go after people. Because I'm promoting Algorand, I want good things to happen for them, so more people know about it now. More people will go. Some of you are going to go get this game. You're going to go watch it, Why'd they put this in here? This is cool.
Other check. Where is it? I'll put it back in. Okay. I think.
the hell, man? Go up. Oh, because of my altitude. This is as high as it'll go. I fixed it. That's crazy. It was upside down, dude. I fixed it. It was laying on the ground. I got it going. Fly into these cables. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You hit them. But you can fuck with them. To like show off and shit, which is cool. That's kind of cool. This is fucking cool. I'm getting used to this keyboard. It works pretty good like this. So, my left hand is up, down, and spin left, spin right. Right? Those are the most important ones. You spin mostly to turn. So if I go around like a tree, like let's get down here. I want to go around a tree to spin. Like this, to go around it, right? Spin, right? Spin this way, go that way, right? That's all done with the left hand. The right hand, basically, you're just hitting the number 8 button, which is forward. And most of the control, now, you can sway to the left and you can sway to the right with the keypad. And you can go backwards, right? So those are the things you can do there. Basically, when you're racing, you just want to go forward. So you're mostly doing everything with your left hand. Now, when you're going to be using a controller, I guess you'd be using your left hand for most of the controls. Same, it'd be your left thumb, I mean.
Billy Ballantyne. Gonna have to learn all over again at 5 anyway.
I know, well, I'll have a good understanding of the game, though, at least. It'll be similar. It'll be easier, I think. I already understand the physics. See that little maneuver? What? 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 Come at me. What? It's a lot of work with these buttons. Look at me, man. These guys check my shit out. What? I'm getting dizzy. What?
I was just thinking, like, this game would definitely make me puke. Especially if I have one of those headsets on.
Oh God, I can't even imagine that part.
Like, I've got a one of those cheap. What is it? Oculus.
Yeah.
And that shit makes me want to vomit every time I play. I can't play it.
Brap all day. This would be good with my Oculus.
Yeah, if you can handle it, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, if you're down with the motion.
If I was younger, I think I would have been able to do it. Something about like I'm not old, but I can't handle it.
Brap all day. I heard it helps to have a fan on. Brap all day.
Fan on.
Some games make me feel sick.
Yeah.
Oh, a fan for the nausea. That's a good idea.
See, tilt left, tilt right. That's all done with the right hand. But I like the game's just kind of pretty. Like I like that they've got nice scenery down there and shit.
Yeah, it's pretty nice scenery for a free. Is it a free game?
$9, $10.
Still for $9, that's a nice game. That's a nice environment.
And it's got a lot of maps. Here, watch this.
You get the mod out.
That was a freestyle. There's a group of freestyle maps. I don't know how to get back to the maps without going back to the beginning. I haven't figured that out yet. But after playing this game, you'd be really good on just a normal drone. Okay, so there's fly. So they've got freestyle. And if you got originals, community maps, they've got hard, medium, hard, basic. So
DRL.
take that field of view down a little bit.
Yeah.
What are you doing back there, bees? All right, what do we got here? Oops. Well, I've gotten a lot better, huh?
Oh shit. Bing. Bing.
Oops, oops, I missed one. Back it up, back it up. Back it up. And what? And what do you do?
Billy Valentine. Quick, fly over a house, we could see boobs.
There's no houses. There should be, though. I bet there's Easter eggs out there, bro. On every map. I mean, I wouldn't make games like this without making sure to add shit like that.
Brap all day. Like a Bigfoot or something.
Dude, those guys in the drone racing seem to be going so much faster though. I think I'm on beginner mode, so it only goes this fast. It's cool because I gotta learn the skills. What's wrong, Beazle? What's wrong, Beazle? Why you crying? Why you beazling? Why you beazling, little Beazle? Beazling all day. Why you beazling?
Billy Valentine. My favorite Easter egg in a game is when I was abducted by aliens in Fallout 4.
Fallout 4?
Oh yeah, I know that. That was cool. Yeah, there was it's like a missile. You can like rain down nuclear missiles from a satellite. Some shit like that. Like an Easter egg in the game. Yeah, it's cool. And then these aliens come. Just explode. Properly. That was a cool game, the crashed UFO you go to. You get a ray gun.
Rogan's cranky.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Rogan's cranky. Rogan, what do you want? Alright guys, I'm gonna call this one. I'll see you guys later. This afternoon at some point. This game is a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. I was really enjoying flying around. Just flying around. It's very relaxing.
Brap all day. Red Dead probably has the most Easter eggs.
Oh, it's not out for delivery yet, you motherfuckers. Alright. I'll see you guys soon on the next one. You guys take care. Love y'all. Take care. I'm at Nays Garden on Twitter. Alright, bye. And we're on Rumble at Nays Garden too. On the Rumble with Notlin. Bye guys.